Good evening and welcome everyone to Friday Night Football with Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. Our Game Time Tonight pregame show is brought to you by AquaShield Roofing and Construction. Game Time Tonight is coming to you live from Waukene from the Game of the Week, featuring two 8-man Division I teams in the MCL, the Hill City Ringnecks and the Trego Golden Eagles. I'm Curtis Brown. I'm here with Ivan Sanders. And Ivan, both these teams looking to kind of end long playoff droughts.
Sure.
A lot of excitement around their programs and a large number on their rosters.
And when I talked with the coaches a couple of days ago, they're both excited about the program. They got big numbers out for 8-man schools and stuff, so there's some excitement for both teams.
Yeah, Hill City comes in, their record is 0-1, but they were pretty impressive week one against Osborne, a top-ranked team in Division II. They lost 88-76 in a track meet. And Trego comes in, they had impressive 52-24 victory over Stockton in week one, so both teams look pretty impressive week one of the season.
Yeah, both teams look like they can score.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they can tackle tonight. So.
And speaking about offense, Hill City had a huge performance by their senior quarterback, Connor Bourne. He leads the state, all divisions, in rushing. 396 yards, 7 touchdowns, threw for 2 more. He counted for 476 of their 552 total yards. The Ringnecks ran for 462 yards on the ground last week. Junior running back Dalen Jornigan had 61 yards and a touchdown, but he also had 148 return yards and a touchdown as well. Trego comes in, they return 4 starters from last year's squad. They're a little bit more balanced, but they're led by their quarterback, Keegan Schubert. He threw for 214 yards and 5 touchdowns, ran for 2 more touchdowns. 5 different receivers caught touchdowns for the Golden Eagles last week, and they're led in rushing by Dallas Schneider with 82 yards. So both teams lean heavy on their quarterbacks, and their quarterbacks performed last week.
Yeah, quarterback driven, but the thing about the game with Hill City and Osborne last week, that was just a track meet. I'm not sure what was going on over there and stuff. Both teams scored a lot of points tonight, so we're going to see exactly how balanced and where they go and how much their quarterback can create.
And Hill City's missing a couple guys.
Banged up.
The quarterback, a tight end, and an offensive lineman are out, so 3 new starters in.
Right.
And that Bourne stepped in last week as quarterback and did a fine job. Defensively, Hill City returns 4 starters from last year. They gave up 88 points last week, but they did have 5 guys collect double-digit tackles. They're led by sophomore Brody McDowell. He had 22 tackles. Their sophomore William Penrod had 14 and a sack. Trego, they only returned 3 starters from last year's team that gave up 39 points per game, so they're looking to improve. Sure. Junior Hunter Price and senior Keegan Schubert each had 9 tackles, and Price had recovered 2 fumbles. So both teams, though, looking to improve on that side of the ball, not only from last year but also from week one.
Yeah, and I think Hill City's got something to show, and talking to Coach Davian this week, they're going to play some defense, and this last week just got out of hand on both sides of the ball. So.
Yeah. And last year, Hill City was able to come out with a victory in this game, 35-14. Similar type of game tonight. We've got decent conditions out here. Both teams looking to put points on the board.
Yeah, right now, last time we were here last year, there was a driving rainstorm. They played Oberlin that night, and they played the game, and I thought it was going to be a little more wet here, but it looks like it might clear off. It's good, great Friday night. Play football and 2 good teams, and we'll see what happens.
Right. That's our Game Time Tonight pregame show, brought to you by AquaShield Roofing and Construction. Coming up next is the scouting report with both head coaches from tonight's ball game. That's brought to you by Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill and the Venue. So stay tuned. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
Nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to Nex-Tech Game Time. Game Time is brought to you in part by Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Mapes & Miller LLP, Hayes Recreation Commission, Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, J-Corp, Redeem Design, Solutions North Bank, and Nex-Tech Wireless. Catch all the action live on Friday nights at 6:45 on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nextech.com. Your home for high school football is Nex-Tech Game Time.
The venue at Thirsty's is now open. Bring your group and experience the elegance. Perfect for your next rehearsal dinner, company meeting, reception, family gathering. Enjoy access to a full catering menu, perfect for your group, along with a full bar. See the elegant touch from Lisa's Custom Interiors. Call now and book the venue at Thirsty's for your next gathering.
How many players do you have out this year, and how many seniors you got?
This year we got 28 guys out. We've got quite a significant number compared to what we had last year. We don't have a very old group of kids because I think of our 28 kids, we've only got 21 that are going to be underclassmen, and we have 7 upperclassmen kids, and I think 5 of those guys are seniors. So we're a really young team still, but we got numbers for sure.
Let's talk about last week's game a little bit here.
It started off, we got down in a hole really quick to start the game. I think early in the second we got down pretty significant there. But we kind of worked our way out of that and closed that gap by halftime. And then after that, it was just trading scores from third and fourth quarter back and forth. We were scoring each of us in a minute or two and not taking much time off the clock doing so. So we get down to within the last 2 minutes, and it's a one-score game. And we went for an onside kick, and unfortunately we didn't recover it. And they got the ball, scored real quick, and put us down 2 scores, and we just didn't have enough time to close that gap. But it was just a wild night of trading scores back and forth and running up the clock.
All right, you got Trego this week. They beat Stockton last week 52-24. What have you seen on film with them, and what are you expecting?
Well, every time you play Waukene, you know you're going to get a disciplined team. Coach Axon always has his guys playing hard. They love to come out and play, and they play hard. They don't have a lot of speed, but they're disciplined, and they do some misdirection and trickery. So I've been preaching to my guys this week about not doing anything excessive. Just kind of do your job, because Waukene can get you, and they can score if you're not doing your job. So we know we're going to get a disciplined team, a team that's going to play hard, and they're gonna run some stuff that's going to trick us. We just got to stay in our element, and I think we'll be all right. The other thing is, we came out of Osborne a little banged up. We'll be down a few starters, so this week we're putting a few new guys, especially some young guys. We'll be starting a few freshmen and some guys that I didn't plan on playing significant minutes this week, but we're going to be putting some new guys in some new positions. So getting those guys up to speed and caught up to what we're doing, and of course playing, like I said, a disciplined game so that Waukene doesn't get any trickery on us, and I think we'll be all right.
How many players do you have out this year? How many seniors you got?
I have 22 kids out this year, and I only have 3 seniors, but they're all 3 seniors that have been playing for me for 3 years, starting for 3 years for me, and they're really, really good leaders. So I'm really happy about our numbers, and I'm happy about the senior class I have.
Hey, you beat Stockton last week 52-24. What's your thoughts on that game, and how did your team do?
I thought we came out and were really, really aggressive, and that was the main thing we were after, is try to come out and run to the ball hard defensively and execute our offense, and we put 46 points up the first half and scored the first drive of the second half and got a chance to play a lot of young kids, and I was just really excited about the way we came out mentally and the way we came out physically, and if you can do those kind of things, you got a chance to win, and our kids were jacked and ready to play. They were excited. They'd had a great summer and great off season and preseason and stuff. So it was nice to come out and compete and play as well as we did.
You've got Hill City this week, which lost a close game, 88-76. What's your thoughts on them? What have you seen on film, and what do you thought of that game last week?
First of all, that was a crazy game. It was breaking that film down is tough. I talked to Coach Barr over at Hoxie, who's breaking down the same film because they have Osborne, said the same thing. It's just so many offensive plays, 200 plays in a game, and it was a track meet for a while, and both teams have some exceptional athletes. Hill City's full of speed. They always are, and that Bourne kid, he had a great season in one day, so you put 400 yards on the ground and with one kid, and they got some talent. They got, I know they're a little young in certain spots, but when you got the skilled guys they have, and they always do have good skilled guys, seems like, and you put those guys on the field that a lot of times the X's and O's don't matter. It's the Jimmies and Joes, and a lot of those plays last week were just kids making really good football plays. So they're a team that we're going to have to be as disciplined as possible defensively. We're going to have to all 8 guys play in our scheme. Nobody can play outside our scheme, or we're in trouble. They'll score on us at will, and so I feel like I feel like if we can execute, and do the things we're supposed to do, we can stay in the game with them and we can play with them. And I really like our my skill guys too, and so I think it'll be a matchup. Everybody wants to talk about the trenches, the importance of that, and I feel so good about my offensive line, especially the way they played last week and the way the defensive line played. We got like 6 kids that played different on that 3 spots on the defensive line, and so Hill City's a team that can come in and traditionally comes in and plays really, really well against us, and so we're jacked to play Hill City. It's our second league game, and truly it's our league championship if we can beat Hill City right now already this early in the year. But once again, it's Hill City, and so I know my kids will be ready to play.
Local 1. We're here live from Joaquini tonight for the game of the week featuring the Trego Golden Eagles and the Hill City Ringnecks. We're about ready to start this game, but first let's check out the scoreboard. We'll give you updates throughout the evening on the Nex-Tech wireless scoreboard. Tonight, Russell and La Crosse are going to square off. Phillipsburg and Plainville are going to do battle in MCL. Norton and Smith Center, another big MCL contest. Minneapolis and Sacred Heart. Quinter is at Rawlins County. Osborne is at Hoxie in a 8-man heavyweight fight, and Victoria is at Central Plains for another
that'll
one.
be another one to see who's for real.
Yeah, big 8-man contest here in week 2 of the high school football season. Sylvan Lucas is at Stockton. Wheatland Grinnell at Logan Palco. Rock Hills is at Lakeside. Ellis and TMP square off in Hayes. Hayes High is traveling to Great Bend this evening. Dodge City is at South there. I don't know if that's Wichita South or Salina South. Tri-Plains Brewster is traveling to Northern Valley this evening.
Mm-hmm.
So Hayes High off a week 1 loss is going to see if they can't get back on track against their rival Great Bend.
Well, I tell you, Curtis, going to Great Bend is always fun.
Yeah.
It's always entertaining. It's a rival game. I'm sure there's a big crowd down there, and that will be entertaining to watch.
So this game tonight features the Hill City Ringnecks coming in at 0-1, but they had a pretty good performance in week 1 against Osborne, who's ranked number 2 in 8-man Division 2. And Trego coming off a week 1 victory over Stockton. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for a kickoff here on Game Time with Nex-Tech Local 1.
5'8" senior Alexander.
Pack Leader Technology, Elliott Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Hill City Chiropractic Center, and Radcliffe Truck Sales are cheering for the Hill City Ringnecks both on and off the field this year. Go get them red from Graham County Hospital, Steel Fabrications, and William A. Miller DDS, proudly supporting the Hill City Ringnecks all season long.
Thank you, Troy.
You betcha.
Goodbye, Mariah.
Bye. I have another new patient on the phone, but the schedule is full.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I heard you guys are looking for a new physical therapist.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. The captains are at the center of the field now. We are live tonight from Joaquini for this MCL 8-man contest between the Trego Golden Eagles and the Hill City Ringnecks. And Ivan, tonight maybe looking for maybe a high-scoring ball game is kind of what we're –
Well, we'll have to see how this thing turns out here tonight, with that crazy game that Hill City played last week at Osborne, 88-76. And, Trego put 52 points on the scoreboard last week on Stockton. So it'll be interesting. This first quarter could be interesting.
In the MCL, just 3 8-man teams, Stockton, Trego, and Hill City.
Right.
With Trego with the win over Stockton last week, they can actually win the 8-man crown tonight with the victory over Hill City. And it looks like there's kind of a discussion here.
Yeah, there's really kind of a long. I thought that was flipped already. White had flipped the coin, it looks like.
The grass down here at the field is pretty long. We had some rain this week, and so we could be looking at a slow track this week.
We talked to Jeremy Sampson, the athletic director, before the game, and they didn't have a chance to get it mowed because it was raining all day, so it is a little tall out there tonight.
So it looks like Joaquini is going to receive this to start this ball game off. Hill City will kick. We'll see the Trego Golden Eagles offense start their first drive here after the kickoff and look at Keegan Schubert, who had 7 touchdowns week 1, 5 in the air to 5 different receivers.
That's crazy.
and ran for 2 more. So
some of these guys are leaders in the state right now.
Connor Bourne on the other side, the seniors just stepping in. Their starting quarterback for the Ringnecks is out, Jace Hamel. Connor Bourne steps in. All he does is run for 396 yards.
That's what I mean. You got some guys here tonight that after the first week, they're on top of the stat board. So it's kind of a unique kind of game. We're going to see who's going to play some defense tonight.
And both teams come in with big rosters for 8-man. So depth shouldn't be a problem for either one of these ball clubs.
No, you wouldn't think so. I mean, it still looks like Hill City has the edge on kids over there.
And it looks like maybe Jace Hamel is getting ready to tee this off. He's got a cast on his right hand.
Yep.
So going to play a little bit here tonight. We'll see. Obviously,
Just
probably
not
not
much.
the quarterback position, but
yeah, kind of tough to take a snap.
Yeah.
But
back deep for the Golden Eagles, number 10 Dallas Schneider and number 28 Hunter Price. Schneider averaging 31 yards per return. This is a deep kick. Price going to take it a high one at the 3-yard line, going to cut towards the middle.
Ooh,
and he's met with a
wow.
big stick there.
Hamel.
And that's Hamel there, what delivers the hit at the 6-yard line. Looks like they were setting a wall up on the far side. And
well, you never want to run east and west.
Yeah.
So, but no, it looked like they had a wall on that side, just didn't get there. So
Joaquini's going to start at the 7-yard line, let's say, at the first possession of the evening. Schubert in, the 6'2", 175-pound senior quarterback. Going to start out of the shotgun here. 2 receivers, or receiver each way. Tight end to his right. One setback, that is Schneider in the backfield. Schubert looking to throw. And he's got a tight end out in the flat. That's Dylan out there, number 58.
Wow, nice.
Dylan Dunn. The nice fake.
Touch.
Nice
fade. Nice right over the top of the defender. Great pass.
Big gain on first down for the Golden Eagles out to the 25-yard line.
Well, Hill City just kind of, when they came out with their defensive front, they got 1 guy down and 2 guys up.
Yeah.
So,
which is a little different. They had a 4-man front last week. Maybe making some adjustments here in week 2.
I mean, they've got it like a deep safety.
1 linebacker real close to the line of scrimmage. Schubert looking to throw again. Has Price and just couldn't catch that ball at the 30. But
right at his hip, didn't reel it in. So
incomplete will bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Looking to throw the ball here, and maybe a little contrast in offenses where Hill City is more ground oriented.
Yeah. Well, especially, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting here to see how this continues with the tall grass, those kinds of things.
Schubert out of the shotgun again. 1 setback is Schneider. And
Pitch.
it's an option to Schneider off the left-hand side. Makes 1 man
Nice
miss.
cut.
Gets to the outside to the 30 and drug out of bounds at the close to the first down marker.
Got a nice spot.
Number 3 out there, Justice Clark, with a tackle, but it may be enough for a first down.
Very nice spot.
Yeah. 11 yards on the carry.
Yeah.
Another first down for Joaquini.
Well, nice play. You know, the DN came up and, you know, nice pitch. He able to, you know, he faked the other guy and got around, juked him, and was on his way.
Able to make a move out there. And once he made that move, he had some space to run. So now under center is Schubert, still one setback, Schneider. And they gave him the ball to the left-hand side, and he's brought down at the 39-yard line on the tackle. That's Brody McDowell, the sophomore.
Nice tackle, but still about a 4-yard gain. So
big running holes up front for the Eagles.
Well, they passed and passed and passed, and then they run one. So.
And Trego was a little more balanced last week, running and throwing the ball. So now 2nd down and 6.
2-back set.
Schneider in the backfield along with Minson. And this is a give to Schneider off the right-hand side, trying to follow his lead block. Not a whole lot of room off the right-hand side.
Not much there.
Jordan comes up from his safety position to make the tackle, maybe give him 2 yards.
Maybe. Yeah, nice spot.
Yeah, 3rd down. Probably 4 here. We'll call it 3rd down and 4 for Trego. Probably a 2-down territory, though, don't you think?
I would think so. I mean, they're close enough here. I'd look for a pass here, maybe over in the flat. You know, that little lob pass that he had earlier. 2 receivers this side, though.
Dunn is a big tight end, 6'2", 230 pounds. Now the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left for Schubert, looking that way. And he's got his man Minson out in the flat and up across to the 30-yard line. Is going to be a first down for Trego.
Good-looking play. You know, the near receiver pulled his guy out of the zone, and the other receiver sat down in that flat. So
good drive being put together here by the Golden Eagles. Started at their own 6-yard line, now to the 30-yard line of Hill City. And there's going to be a timeout, it looks like.
Yep. Somebody's working on a helmet
Hill City
over there.
calls a timeout, so we're going to take a quick break with them. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter. When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is a preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. As a give to Schneider off the left-hand side for Trego, and he's up close to the 20-yard line. Close to about a 9-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, just some missed tackles right there at the line. He worked right through the tackle right there, and give him some credit for that.
Good tough run by Schneider. Close to another first down for Trego. 2nd down and 1 at the 21-yard line. 2 receivers to the right for Schubert out of the shotgun. Schneider, the lone setback. Schneider looking to the right, got a man open. And
right between their arms.
Little high pass there to Price, but Price again had that go right between his hands.
Right between his hands. It was there. A little high.
Little pick play, a little rub play out there.
That was a rub play.
It was a nice design rub play, but incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 1 now for the Golden Eagles.
Short down here, quarterback keeper maybe. Just get that first down.
Yeah.
Nope, shotgun still.
2 backs in the backfield, Schneider and Minson. Now the shotgun is Schubert. And Schubert's going to keep it, and he's met right at the 20-yard line.
I think he got it.
Aaron McDowell, the senior defensive end for the Ringnecks, came down and crashed, and that's going to be close, right at the 20, maybe a little past the 20. They're going to bring in the sticks.
Well, it was a keeper, but in the shotgun.
Yeah.
So
good read by the defensive end. Didn't bite on the fake handoff and went right after Schubert.
It's going to be close.
It will be.
It will be close. I believe they got it.
They did. Another first down for the Golden Eagles. And they continue to pretty impressive first drive of the ballgame.
Yeah, there's 9 minutes and 21 seconds left here in the first period, and they're just, getting into second and third down on every series here that, so. Eat the clock.
Yep, bringing into play here. Receiver each direction now for Schubert out of the shotgun.
What a beautiful night for football.
Oh, you couldn't get any better. Looks like the option to the right. And Schneider's met out there in the flat. Nice tackle by the defensive end. That's Jordan again.
Yep.
And
he was really, there was a pack there. So, yeah.
That's where maybe Schubert should have cut up.
Yep.
Should have pitched that ball.
Fake pitch, cut up,
Yeah, they were swarming Schneider.
Yeah, there's no bugs out here. It's cold enough.
Yeah.
Right, Shauna? So no bugs tonight. So last week over in Plainville, the bugs were a little heavy.
They were
lethal. It was pretty warm in the press box as well.
Schubert under center now, 2nd down and 9.
Ooh,
goes on a hard count and able to draw Aiden Nicholson off sides, the freshman nose guard.
Well, that makes that first down play look a little better now.
Yeah.
Another 5 yards. So good call by Coach Haxton there. Give him a hard count.
Yeah. So that'll be 2nd down and 5 now.
That'll make them honor that a little bit more.
Out of the under center now for Schubert. And to give to Schneider up the left-hand side. McDowell's there.
Hard run.
For the tackle.
Yeah.
Along with Elays Moreno as well. But going to be close to another first down.
I think Moreno got there first.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 1 now from the 11-yard line. Hill City hasn't been able to stop Trego on these short 3rd down conversions. We'll see if they can do it this time. Trego's just been able to.
Coach is really looking over his play sheet down there, trying to figure out what to run.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out the clock here, too.
I bet you he calls a timeout here pretty shortly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's taking his time bringing the.
Holy smokes.
Bringing the play in. I don't know. They're looking. Yeah, the referee's trying to reset the clock.
There you go. That's what the issue is. 7:37. Oh, Jeremy there was signaling in what it should be. 7:24.
4.
I think he's looking for 7:24. Oh, I could be wrong too.
There's a first time for everything.
Well, math wasn't my best forte,
So 3rd down and 1 for Trego. They've converted a couple of these 3rd downs on this drive, and it's a gift to Schneider up the middle. He's got the first down, breaks the tackle, and he's in for the score.
Great run.
Dallas Schneider with the 11-yard touchdown run for the Golden Eagles and puts them on the board first.
Just not good tackling on the other side of the ball there. There was like 3 guys in the white shirts that hit him, and he just went right through them. So
well, he was 5 yards before anybody touched him from Ringnecks. Good blocking up front for Trego. Now the 2-point conversion pending here. 6-0 so far our score.
Long drive, 7 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first quarter.
Good looking drive by Trego.
And I think that's what Coach wants to do. He just wants to keep it and make them tackle.
Going to call it incomplete, but good coverage out there. That is. Is
that Moreno again? 24?
Yeah, Moreno out there again on the coverage. Broke just what they, like you said, like they wanted.
Hey, just like you reported earlier from what he did last week, he didn't deviate from it, But now, you could see the slant coming from up here. So
you did call that one out. So now it'll be Hill City's turn for their first possession of the ball game. Teeing it up for Waukene. Looks like number 58, Dylan Dunn.
To maybe control the speed here a little bit, he might not put it in the air, Not saying a squib, but it might.
Well, and Hill City's got a dangerous return man. Dalen Jordigan had a kick return for a touchdown last week. Had about 150 yards, return yards. So
Yep. We'll have to see here, but I'm just saying it could possibly be on the ground here.
And Hill City's got their up men close to the line of scrimmage.
If it's going to be a pooch, it's going to have to hit into the 20-yard line somewhere in there.
We'll see what Dylan's able to do.
He might just kick it away. He did.
And this is going to go to McDowell on the run at the 10-yard line. And he's got some room to the sideline and up across the 25 to the 27. So decent fielded position for the Ringnecks on their first possession.
Some nice gang tackling over there, though. Everybody stayed in their lanes and did their job. So
set to take the snap here. Connor Bourne, the 5'7", 155-pound senior, ran for near 400 yards last week.
That's insane.
In the backfield with him is Jordigan, Moreno, and McDowell, the receivers. And this is Cooper or Bourne off the left-hand side. Makes a spin move and gets up across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At the end on that side is going to have to read that,
So second down and 5 for Hill City. Trego in the.
Trego's doing something similar. Well, they got all three guys down. Defensive line.
3-2 lineman, and this is a give to Jordigan off the right-hand side, but a good penetration up front by
great job.
Trego, and they were able to stop Jordigan for maybe a loss of a yard or two.
Great job. Great gang tackling there.
Nathaniel Worth, the linebacker.
Loss of half a yard.
One of them stood him up, and the other ones came firing in, so that's all you can ask. Big third down here. You don't want Hill City. You don't want to turn the ball right back over and have Coach Haxton drive it right back down.
So third down and 6 for Hill City. Other shotgun is Bourne. One set back with him is Jordigan. And flag down and see if there's movement before the snap. The alignment looked a little different. There was
not enough guys on the line, maybe.
That could be. See what the call's going to be here. It's a false start.
Yep.
False start on the offense.
And that'll move him 5 yards back further, and it'll be third down and close to 10.
It's kind of unusual signal how he did that. He kind of showed it, then he turned to the other side and pointed that direction, but it all means the same.
Right.
It's a big third down.
It is. Now it's going to be third down and 11 now for Hill City. And they didn't put the ball in the air very much in week one.
Well, they only had one receiver out here last time, unless,
Now they got receivers each way. Tight end over there shifting to the left side. One back, 4 Bourne in the backfield. Looking to throw. He's got some time. Throw it out to the left-hand side and just Schubert out there looking for the interception, but that may have interrupted the concentration on that catch because the ball was there.
Well, the receiver got behind the defense. Yeah. So really, honestly, it was just thrown a little short. So
ball incomplete, brings up fourth down and 11 now for Hill City, and they're back in their punt formation. Bryce Ashbaugh, the punter for the Ringnecks, averaging 40 yards per punt on this year. Back deep.
They punted last week?
Yeah, I think one punt. Schneider back deep for the Golden Eagles and
He's
takes a couple bounces, and that's dangerous. Able to get up to the 22-yard line.
You got a nice Sunday hop, so dangerous, but nice.
So Trego is going to start their second offensive possession. A little better field position this time at the 22-yard line.
That's a key stat, though. I didn't know Hill City punted last week. So
I think once.
One time. 88-76.
And it might have been the only punt, I'm guessing, in that ballgame.
Like I said, I think the carpal tunnel for the scorekeeper.
Absolutely. First down and 10 for Trego. Now Schubert out of the shotgun. One back with him is Schneider. Looks like they run the option.
He's
There's
the
fake pitch, but McDowell came crashing down.
Great job.
Aaron McDowell, the defensive end for the Ringnecks, came crushed down, but it was still 2-yard gain for Schubert.
Nice read, though. Did a nice job on that. That looked like a fake pitch all the way.
Yeah.
So
the running back gets pretty wide on that option play.
yeah, it has to be almost a picture perfect pitch every time.
2nd down and 8 for the Golden Eagles. 2 receivers coming to the left side.
That looks like a play we saw just a little bit earlier where there was a clear out over here. Yep, coming right back.
And just out the hands of Minson. A little higher throw by Schubert, but similar situation. Jornigan, though, a little closer on coverage.
Yeah, number 5, Cooper, basically on a clear out.
Yep.
But, their defense read it a lot better this time.
So now 3rd down and 8 for the Golden Eagles. They're able to convert a couple of these on their first drive. Let's see. This one's a little longer this time. Receivers each way. Schubert under center.
I look for something over on that right side over there. Oh, he's circling
And
around. Going to keep it.
To the left, he's got a little bit of room, and he's out of bounds at the...
Depends on the spot. Oh, no.
32-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, I didn't know if he stepped out with his foot there or dove.
Connor Bourne with the chase there, able to just get enough of him to knock him out shy of the first down. So 4th down and looks like maybe 2. So what Coach Haxton's going to do, he's going to go for it, looks like.
Holy moly, here we go. No, could be a pooch.
Might be a short. This is a little.
He's
going to go for it, and Schubert is going to get the first down.
He's got it.
And there may be a fumble on the play. Hill City crowd going wild out there. And it is a fumble. Hill City with the recovery.
Holy cow.
And they are set up.
Somebody punched that ball out while he was standing straight up.
Schubert had the first down. A little different formation we've seen there, but it was kind of just a quarterback power up the middle.
What are you taught? You guys stood straight up and he's in a pack, so what are you doing? You're punching that ball out.
Not for sure who caused it or who recovered it. It was clear on the far side, but Hill City, good position now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Keeper.
Bourne up the middle and just nowhere to go there. That's 58, Dylan Dunn, the nose tackle.
Yeah. Great job.
Coming up 2nd down and 1. They're going to give him a yard.
Yeah.
Good penetration up front by the 3-down lineman.
Well, we got to see a little bit of what Coach Haxton's thinking tonight. 4th down, going for that.
So 2nd down and 9 for the Ringnecks. Now out of kind of a flex bone set. Moreno in.
Fake keeper.
Bourne's got it off the right-hand side. Spins and gets close to a first down. Tough run there by Bourne.
Going to be a little short.
But
nice tough run.
It was a nice tough run. You can see it on the replay here. He had Minson hanging all over him, but spun through that and was able to pick up close to a first down. That had been stopped for no gain, but tough run there by Bourne.
A little bit of a la Fennessy from last week.
Yeah.
A spin job right in the middle there.
Yeah. 3rd down and 1 now for Hill City. Back to this
got to have some
set.
penetration here.
And going to power up the right-hand side, and he's got the first down close to the 20-yard line. The ball comes loose there at the end.
Somebody punched it out.
Again, both these teams.
Stand them up.
Yep, stand them up and strip them. Will be first down, though, for Hill City at the 21-yard line. Looking to cash in on their fumble recovery. The first turnover of the ballgame.
All right, we got 3 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Hill City taking their time now.
Yep, come out of the huddle in a hustle here.
Receivers each way for the Ringnecks. Moreno trying to find his position out there. Finally does.
He's going to pass.
Throw.
He's open.
Looking to Moreno out there. He's got the catch, and the flat makes him move up to close to the 16-yard line.
So not a 5-yard gain. Nice first play.
Little out route by Moreno gets him 5 yards. So 2nd down and 5 now for Hill City. Back to the line of scrimmage are the Ringnecks.
Well, those defenders are playing a good 8 yards off of them.
Well, there's nobody out here.
Yeah.
And there's Jordan off the
He's
left-hand side. He's
in.
got
He's
some
in.
room, and now he's in for the score.
Yeah.
Boy, he wasn't even touched.
No, not at all.
You see the speed there by Jordan, able to get to the outside and score. So.
Well, like you pointed out, there was some confusion going on there.
Yep.
They had a receiver over here on the near side that was completely nobody on him. So
they ran the opposite way for the score. 16-yard touchdown run by Jordan. Now the 2-point conversion pending.
yeah,
City huddling up.
Interesting. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, it just looked like Trego wasn't set anywhere.
Nope.
So now out of back to the flex bone set comes the Ringnecks, born in the shotgun.
This is all about deception here.
And look at the throw, and he's got McDowell out there.
Oh,
but nice break up there by Schubert.
He dropped it.
McDowell had that in his hand. Schubert came and with the tackle, able
Great
to force
job.
that ball out. So two-point conversions, no good. Our score, 2:43 left in this first quarter. Hill City 6, Trego 6. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1. You have a pen?
Seems like the world is always changing. And like the weather in Kansas, change is inevitable. Mobile technology improves the lives of everyone, not just those living in a city. Nex-Tech Wireless is right there with you, providing expanded LTE coverage for everything from phones to farm equipment. We are devoted to help Kansas work smarter and live better. Nex-Tech Wireless. Time for something different. Today, get 4 iPhones and unlimited data for less than $40 a line.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. Hill City was just able to tie this game up at 6. So Jace Hamel set to kick off for the Ringnecks. Back deep is Schneider and Price for the Golden Eagles. And Hamel's kick is
about the 10-yard line.
Price at the 10. Comes up to the middle and lowers his head, gets across the 20 to about the 24-yard line, maybe 25-yard line. So Trego is going to start their third possession of the evening, and last one ended in a turnover. Went for it on 4th down, but Coach Haskins is playing aggressive tonight.
Yeah.
So far.
The thing about it is he had the first down. Somebody punched that ball out, so you're going to have to tell your guys running that when they stand you up like that, they're going to attack it. So
Keegan Schubert, the quarterback, under center for Trego. And a gift to Schneider up the middle, but no room there. Nice penetration up front. That's number 34, Aiden Mickelson, the freshman, 5'9", 190-pound freshman.
Great job.
Able to get penetration and stop Schneider up. They give him a yard. 2nd down and 9. Well, I thought he was met in the backfield.
Yeah.
Forward progress to the 25. 2nd down and 9 for Trego.
That tall grass, you can barely see that football down there.
Yeah. So Schubert now out of the shotgun, looking to throw. Double move. Throw
He's there.
And the ball just underthrown just a little bit, falls incomplete.
Was a nice throw.
Out there, the receiver, he had a step.
Yep.
Step on. It looks like that was number 12, McDowell.
Yep.
Brody McDowell. But
it was a nice job on the defender. The ball was there. Hung up a little bit.
Yep. Just a little bit, just enough for McDowell to come back.
Kind of catch up
Yep.
on that double move there.
I'm sorry, that's Tate Reynolds, the senior, for the Ringnecks playing. Now it's 3rd down and 9. Schubert looking to draw, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and just can't get anywhere. Ringnecks able to bring him down. That's Mickelson again, but they brought the blitz and almost had Schubert.
Well, you notice what Schubert did there once he got wrapped up. He put both hands around the football this time. So
Aaron McDowell coming out. He's limping a little bit. Coming in the ball game, Bryce Ashbaugh at the other defensive end position. But this is back deep is Jordigan, 4th down and 8 for the Eagles. Into punt, Dylan Dunn. All right. And this is off the left-hand side, just nowhere to go there. That was Opad on the punt. Not a good punt.
Well, maybe about 20, 25 yards on that punt.
Hill City's going to take over near midfield, and momentum has shifted here a little bit, Ivan, as Hill City with that score now with the defensive hold in a pretty good field position.
It all shifted there on that 4th down play.
Yep.
Everything kind of shifted right there. Hill City got the ball away from him, and it kind of shifted there. So,
yeah, Trego lost some momentum offensively, and now Hill City takes over.
Still nobody out of here on this.
Yeah. Jordigan now with the ball, and
he got
able to
away.
Sidestep a tackle, breaks another tackle off the left-hand side, and is up close to a 1st down.
Wow,
Pretty shifty move there.
Gonna have to wrap him up and get him down. But sooner or later they're gonna see that receiver out here.
Yeah, and there's nobody out on the receivers. They're all in tight towards the line of scrimmage. Thought we were going to have a replay there, but maybe not. But Jordigan with the 9-yard gain.
Well, they're not coming out on him. They're kind of putting somebody kind of in between.
Tough run by Jordigan now. It's going to give the Marino off the left-hand side. Nice tackle out there.
Who was
number
that?
28, Hunter Price, coming up from his linebacker position to make the tackle. Didn't fool anybody on that sweep.
Not at all. Sooner or later, they're going to have to see over here that they're not even playing a man on him. He's kind of in between.
So 3rd down and 4 for Hill City. All you have to do is just stand up and throw it to him.
Sure. It's an in-between here, but
McDowell is wide open. There is nobody out on him on this side. And it's a give. Bourne's going to keep it. And up across the 35 to the 34, 33-yard line.
Yeah, he got a 1st down.
Gain of about 5 on the play, brought down by Price.
So that'll be 6-yard gain by Bourne. We'll give him the 1st down for Hill City. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Nice run.
Yeah, good tough run by the quarterback.
You wonder if, Trego's defense getting a little tired here. It just seems like it a little bit. Timeout. Probably a good timeout.
End of the 1st quarter. So our score here, Trego 6, Hill City 6. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
We are your north after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
Jake and Chet's Cafe, Earl Liquor, Waukene Animal Hospital.
Our score is all tied up at 6. Hill City with the 1st down and 10 at the 33-yard line. In motion is Moreno.
Pass.
Looking to throw. He's got his man open and just overthrown him.
Yeah.
McDowell had plenty of room to run out there, but Bourne just a little overthrow.
A little long. Nice play, though.
Bring up 2nd down.
There's just so much deception in that play, so.
Well, there's three different guys you got to account for on the run.
Quarterback can keep it. Marino can get it.
And still, they're giving the receiver just,
Yeah, even right now.
Right. He's got so much room.
Just think if he took off down the sideline.
Keeper for Bourne up the middle, just a couple yards on the play. Good job by Dylan Dunn, the nose tackle.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just streak.
Yeah, just throw it.
After a 3-yard gain by Dylan Dunn.
Run a post.
So third down and 7 now for Hill City. This is most likely 4-down territory. Now 2 receivers each way for the Ringnecks. Out of the shotgun, Bourne the only man back there.
Holy moly.
They play a little zone. Is that what they're playing?
That's a zone. Bourne. It is a zone.
On a quarterback draw. And
wow, great tackle.
Unable to go anywhere. Nathaniel Worth with the tackle. They weren't buying the spread there.
Nope. There must be some stuff on film that Coach Jackson's seen, but he's playing with a little bit of fire here. You know, if they decide to, you know, they're going to chuck it. There's not enough guys out there.
Yeah. First and foremost, I think they're trying to stop that run. And
Yep. 4th down, big play here.
4th and 7 for Hill City. 2 tight ends, 1 running back for Bourne. Moreno to the left.
He's passing.
Bourne looking to throw. There's
Flag.
a flag. And out of Jordigan's hands, and it's going to fall incomplete. That might have been illegal formation, I believe.
We'll have to see here.
Either way, that was an incomplete pass. And
it's going over to the white hat. Now, did the Trego player catch the ball? Look where that's spotted.
That spot's not right.
But I think the Trego player actually came up with the ball.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, but that spot is...
I just think he just misplaced it.
Okay. All right.
I see what you're looking at.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was just misplaced there.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, there's a
stick over there.
Right. That's But
not that I'm saying anything.
First down and 10 now for Trego.
Never would I question.
Right. Oh.
Referees, umpires, anybody.
Right.
Side judges.
First and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Now the shotgun is Schubert. Look at the option off the left-hand side. Schneider's got
the corner
and cuts it up and steps out of bounds.
About the 35.
Yep, 35 going to give him 6 yards on the play on first down.
That's a hell of a pitch.
That was. I tell you, that's a lot of room.
There is. There's a lot of green between there.
So second down and 4 for Trego. Yeah, if he's able to get that corner, though, he's got a full steam ahead.
Now, Hill City, they're honoring those receivers a little bit more. You know, they're going straight up.
Man coverage, it looks like.
A little off on the far side of the field over there.
Option again. Now you got to throw it like a run option, but nice. Jace Hamel came up and put a hit on Schubert.
Yeah, he was untouched.
Blew that pass up, blew that play up. Looked like they were gonna run the option, gonna throw over the top, but good job by Hamel coming up and.
Well, I know there was just that little bit of hole there that they were looking at. He was there, but the arm got hit.
Hamel's coming in to play defensive end. He's got that arm heavily wrapped. Now Schubert looking to throw to his tight end, and good coverage out there by Moreno. Coach Haxton wants a pass interference, but
a lot of traffic.
Good coverage out there, and the ball goes incomplete. 4th down and 5 now at the 35.
Coach is working it. He's working them.
And it looks like he's bringing in the punt team.
I would too at this point.
Yeah, tie ball game. So
I tell you, you got to have some coverage here.
In the punt, James Opat, his first punt was not a good one. Back deep is Jordigan.
And he'll take it.
Standing at the 6-yard line and get some pressure.
That's a good punt. That's a good punt. That's a very good
bounce for Trego, and it go all the way down to about the 7-8 yard line. So
and no flags.
Pins him deep.
Nice punt. Got the roll.
Absolutely. Next up, Game Time is brought to you this evening by Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, Roofmaster Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers and Associates Insurance, and the Hayes Rec Commission.
Nice job.
First down and 10 for Hill City at the 9-yard line. Their worst. And now we got little sprinkles, it looks like. We see some scattering of fans. And Bourne's got a keeper off the right-hand side, but the defensive end out there just stayed home. Stopped them for maybe a short gain.
You know, they kind of stood him up, too. So it is kind of sprinkling a little bit.
Well, we talked about it last time we were here.
There was a driving rainstorm. I think there was 5 people in the stands on both sides.
Yeah,
maybe.
Total.
It was an insane game.
So wet. Now a little bit of rain out there. The Got to be extra careful with that ball. Born out of the shotgun. And it's the keeper off the left-hand side, able to make a man miss and cuts up field close to the first down.
Depends on the spot here. I think he's a little short.
That's the tackle by Dylan Dunn, the nose guard. But here's
some nice hard running right up the gut here.
So
all right.
3rd down and 1 for Hill City.
I look for a keeper here, just guessing, but why risk a handoff?
Yeah.
Got some trouble here.
Here it comes.
Everybody's got to get set.
And Bourne's just going to keep it to the right-hand side, able to cut up across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down.
There's some good hard running right there.
Yeah.
I was worried about him getting reset with both those, the guard and the tackle jumping up. And
yeah. So we're going to bring up on the screen with Nex-Tech is partnered with Solutions North Bank for a Snapchat giveaway. Let's take a couple of look at those Snapchats that have already come in so far.
Snapchats. We had quite a few last week.
We did. Back to action here. Hill City 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Oh, a little misdirection there.
Jordan
Great job.
Brought down in the backfield.
Who was that? Was that Keegan?
That's 28. That's Price.
On the tackle.
Yeah, Price? On the tackle. Hunter Price with the loss of 2 on the play. Hill City 2nd down and 12.
It's kind of filled in a little bit here with the fans. A lot of cars around the track.
So 2nd down and 12 for Hill City. And
pass out here in the flat. He's open.
Hangs in the air, but McDowell able to make the catch, and he's up to the 35-yard line. That ball kind of hung in the air, but McDowell able to bring it down. And
boy, he was juggling that.
That was 12, Brody McDowell. So
yeah. Kind of hung up in the air.
Now let's take a look at some of those Snapchats from Snapchat giveaway. A couple of Trego fans.
Trego super fans there.
Yep. More from the Trego side. You don't have to be at the game to win. Just snap your game photos with the Game Time filter to Nex-Tech-TECH for a chance to win the stadium blanket. And to give the Jordan, and he stopped for no gain.
44 there. Nathaniel Worth. Great job.
More photos from the Trego side. Getting creative there. We're adding some.
I believe that's Jeremy Sampson,
the
athletic director here.
And blanket may come in handy.
There you go. Ooh, pass.
Bourne looking to throw.
He's
Got
open.
Some time.
Oh, what a pass.
McDowell
He's there.
Open and nice catch. Nice throw by Bourne. That is to Bodie McDowell. And
I tell you what, that ball was in the air probably 35 yards.
That was and he dropped it right down.
And
on time.
It has to be a little wet. There's some water coming down. So great job. Great catch.
Good throw.
You could just see he was open, too.
Yeah.
But there
hit
again,
him right on stride.
They're playing off of him, and that kind of in between, and you're leaving him open.
Yeah, a lot of room to run if you're a receiver.
They're getting off the line.
Here's the replay.
Scot-free. You can see if we catch him, he's just open.
Yeah,
there he is.
He's got a couple steps on the defender. Nice pitch and catch for Hill City. Now looking to go up by 8 on the 2-point conversion. And Bourne on the right-hand side, and he spins, still on his feet.
Didn't get it.
Brought down by Price for
great job, great tackle.
He just kept at it, but no 2-point conversion. So Hill City takes the lead, but scores just 12-6, 7:04 left in this first half.
I think for Trego here, just go back to what got you the first 6.
Yeah. So again, Nex-Tech Game Time is brought to you this evening by J-Corp, Mapeson Miller, LLP, Redeem Designs, Solutions North Bank, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill, and The Venue.
Nex-Tech, that is Nex-Tech.
There is a Snapchat of a birthday boy. That's Peyton Bates. He's number 28 for Hill City. It's his 15th birthday today.
Well, happy birthday.
So
what it wouldn't be to be 15 again.
No kid.
Wow.
No kid. So that's a Nex-Tech. Nex-Tech Game Time has partnered with Solutions North Bank for that Snapchat giveaway. So snap your game photos either here at the stadium or at home. Snap them with the Game Time filter to NEX-TECH for a chance to win a stadium blanket. Winners will be notified via Snapchat during tonight's ballgame.
Great job again reading that. That's outstanding.
Hamel set to tee this up.
He's had some good kickoffs.
He's played a little bit this week. I don't know if he played any last week, but played him a little bit on defense.
Sure. They got the wind in their face a little bit now. It seems like it's picked up a little bit.
Back deep for Trego is Hunter Price and Dallas Schneider.
Here we go.
And there's a kick. It's take it. It goes through the legs of Price.
Trouble.
And now on the 2-yard line, Schneider's got to pick it up and go to the right-hand side, but just no one room. It did a nice job to get to the 9. But
really, honestly, saved him from being inside the 5-yard line on that deal.
That ball just died about the 1-yard line.
I think it almost went between the wickets, you know.
Yeah, Price was there, but
it just died on him and hit the ground.
With that grass.
Nice and tall.
Nice and tall. Slowing that ball down.
It's green. It's pretty.
So 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles back at their 9-yard line. 6:59 left in this first half. 12-6 our score. Hill City with the lead.
Let's see what they start out with here. He's under center.
Ace formation set for Schubert. Give to Schneider up the middle. Tough run. Up across the 10 to maybe the 13, 14-yard line.
Got a couple of Hill City guys getting up really slow.
Boy, Schneider run. When he gets that ball north and south, he runs pretty hard.
You know, you might just do that here and just see what you do. I mean, that's a good, nice 5 yards right there. Make your O-line do some pushing. So
2nd down and 5 for the Golden Eagles.
Get out of the fancy stuff.
Yep. Back to the shotgun goes Schubert. Receivers each way. Schneider the lone setback. Looking to run that option. Pitches off to the left-hand side. Schneider's got a little bit of got tripped up out there.
He got about 3 yards on that thing.
Yeah, that's Connor Bourne coming up from a safety position, able to get a hand on the foot. Give him 3 yards, it looks like.
Yep.
Big 3rd down here, though, for Joaquini. Boy, they've kind of stalled offensively.
That was a big pitch. That was a long pitch.
3rd down and 2.
Honestly, I'd go back to just some meat and potatoes, you know, and just see if you can push these guys around on the other side. It all starts with 55 for Hill City, the nose guard.
Yeah. Botello, he's 6'1", 275, and there's a give to Schneider up the middle.
Yeah, right off the left-hand side.
That's a fullback. That's Minson.
Yeah.
Carter Minson with the carry. Tough run up the middle. Gets the 1st down for the Golden Eagles. That was a big 1st down for Joaquini, though.
I think if you can control 55 there, Botello, a little bit and get him moving in a direction, you can run off of him.
Yeah, Ashball, the other defensive end, is only 140 pounds. Hamel coming in. You know, he's 180. He's got some time. Schubert out there hits his man. That's Kobe Schubert, the sophomore receiver with the reception.
That's a good-looking pass. Really good-looking pass.
Again, 5 yards on 1st down. Gets them really set up with the short 2nd, 3rd down plays.
Well, you know, you want to try to get, maybe 1st down here, but, you always want to get a 1st down, but at least get 3 or 4 here. Make it a short 3rd down.
They've at least brought the ball out from their
goal
line.
8-yard line or something like that. So
now they're having a little
got
equipment
some trouble.
Problems. McDowell coming out.
Let's see if that does any effective here. They're looking to the sideline. Where do I go? Where do I line up? Hey, I'd snap it.
Cody Presley coming in.
They're all in the box.
Yep. Looking to throw. Pump fakes it, and Dunn was double covered there.
Boy, I got to tell you, there was a touchdown there. Minson was down the sideline all by himself.
Yeah, it looks like the cornerback came up and covered the tight end.
Well, they had everybody. There was 5-6 guys in the box. So
incomplete brings up 3rd down and 5. Looked like Schubert may have thought about it, double pumped on there. Decided to go to his tight end.
Who was double covered.
He was. So 3rd down and 5 now for the Golden Eagles. Another big 3rd down on this drive.
How about Mr. Schneider here?
Looking to throw, and it's an out, and Price had it out of his hands. That's good coverage, though.
Could be a wet ball, but it was right there.
Jordan on the coverage. That would have been close to a 1st down.
Very close.
But
Coach Faxon there kind of put his head down a little bit.
So Trego unable to convert on that 3rd down. A drop pass by Price, and the punt team is on the field. Opat back to punt for the Golden Eagles. Jordan, the return man for Hill City.
Got to get down and cover.
And a little bit of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
And they gets it off.
Boy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man. Who is number 13?
That's Brody.
For Hill City.
Yeah.
Tate Reynolds. Get away from the ball. That's not a ball out in center field. Holy smokes.
Coming to pick
that
it
could have
up.
bounced and hit him right in the leg and the chest.
It dies at the 32-yard line, so Hill City will take over.
I know there was a word that I think you and I grew up on. We can't say, but you get away.
Yeah. And they give to Jordan off the right-hand side. Plenty of room off to the side. Breaks the tackle, and Jordan's going to score. Big run by Dalen Jordan.
Yeah.
And, he had a lot of room out there.
You could see the crease. You could see the crease.
And
he hit it and took off and,
just a zone read, and, able to stiff arm a man there in the secondary, and nobody was going to catch him.
Schubert didn't get there quick enough. Great run.
Yeah, a lot of speed out there. Once he got to the outside, you could just tell that was going to be a big play.
See if Trego can stop here. A 2-point conversion again.
A 47-yard run by Jordan.
2 receivers, one guy halfway out there. 2 receivers on each side.
They ran a draw last time. Now going to throw in the flat. The ball is low and incomplete.
That's bad. Just not a good throw.
So that'll 2-point conversion is failed there. So our score, Hill City 18, Trego 6. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
The venue at Thirsty's is now open. Bring your group and experience the elegance. Perfect for your next rehearsal dinner, company meeting, reception, family gathering. Enjoy access to a full catering menu, perfect for your group, along with a full bar. See the elegant touch from Lisa's Custom Interiors. Call now and book the venue at Thirsty's for your next gathering.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. Hill City now with some momentum. 3rd touchdown in a row. Scored 18 unanswered points, and they've got the lead 18-6. So
got to watch that skip.
Yep. Price is having a little bit of problems picking the ball up, and lowers his head, gets a decent return almost up to the 20-yard line.
Price is having a hard time tonight just getting a hold of the ball on the receiving side as well. So hopefully he gets a hold of that. Tough coming up with that one hop skip.
Yeah, the balls are, when they're hitting the ground, they're just dying.
Yeah.
They're not. There's no bounce on them. It's wet. It's kind of thick grass out there.
That tall grass.
So 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. They need to put something together here. Momentum's really swung the other way. Hill City has scored 3 unanswered touchdowns. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Schubert gives to Schneider off the right-hand side, but nice job.
Great job.
That's Bodie McDowell with the tackle on Schneider. That's maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 10.
They're just reading that so well right now. You know, they're making their reads, and they're not buying into that. It's not deceptive enough.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Golden Eagles. They had some success on 1st down the last drive, just unable to convert on 3rd down. So 2nd down and 10. 2 backs in the backfield with Schubert. And it's going to be an option off to the left-hand side. Schneider's got a little bit of room, and Bourne, nice job. Connor Bourne comes
He cut
up
him off.
and made a nice tackle out in the flat.
Took him off the ground, actually. So.
Yeah, here's a little replay here. Puts his head right in the chest of Schneider, and nice
job.
Good tackle. So 3rd down now and 7 for the Golden Eagles. Another big 3rd down here, trying to stop this momentum from the Ringnecks.
Well, I tell you what, you got 3 minutes left here. Good timeout, I believe. Good timeout.
Yep. So timeout by Haxton, and so he's got to be thinking, you know, what are we going to do on 3rd down? Want to throw the ball? Want to run the ball?
Well, I just think that, you know, the last couple of times he's, you know, double pumped a couple of times and tried to thread it into a guy that's double covered.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he had a guy open.
Yeah. And Hill City's just not buying into that fake handoff kind of thing, and so he's going to have to pull maybe something. He's got to play it back in the book that we'll see what he does here.
That was a good time to maybe look to go deep. But really they need to pick up a 3rd down. The momentum has stopped. You know, their first drive of this game was a nice, methodical, balanced drive, and they just haven't found that since then.
Well, for Hill City, you want to keep everybody in front of you. So, and because they've scored on 2 plays where they've gotten behind the defense. So,
12-point lead for Hill City, 18-6 here in the 2nd quarter. 3:15 remaining before half. 3rd down and 7 for the Golden Eagles.
I think this is a big play.
Under center is Schubert. And he's going to roll out to his right. Can't find anybody open, and is just pushed out of bounds, and that's not going to be enough for a 1st down. Looked like everybody was covered there.
What I see on a play like that is a guy that's left-handed rolling right. Tough to come back across your body and throw it. So
yeah, even to throw it down the sideline, you got to stop
and
reposition yourself.
Yeah, you're going to have to swing your shoulders around because you're just not going to be able to throw it.
So 4th down and 5, give them 2 yards maybe on the run, but the punt team is in for the Golden Eagles. James Opat, the punter, back deep is Jordan. He's back real deep.
Joaquini's going to have to cover this.
Bob,
Trouble.
Yep.
Oh!
Opat able to get that off. Nice job of just getting that off. That snap bounced. He's able to pick it up and at least get it off, but short punt rolls out at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line.
Now you just got to ask your guys to pull up here. Need a stop. Need a defensive stop.
3 minutes left in the half. Hill City set up in real good field position to start this drive.
It looks like Schubert's holding his right arm up.
Yeah, and he's off to the sideline. He's not in playing defense.
He came off the sideline holding that up like you would in a sling or something.
Born out of the shotgun. Here comes Moreno on the motion.
Pass. He's
Faked
open.
it both.
Oh,
and
get him.
Bourne now steps up. He's got a little bit of room, and nice tackle by Hunter Price there. Yeah, he stayed home and made the tackle.
I got a little caught up in there. But yeah, it was a great job by Bourne, but the receiver was open again. Thank God they had
replay.
For Trego, it's lucky they had some.
Yeah. Bourne able to step up, but nice job by Price. And now that was a little belly-to-back throw there.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 9 for Hill City. Bourne able to get back 1 yard. High snap down. Jordan's got some room off the right-hand side. Makes a cut up the middle. Stiff arm Schneider is knocked out of bounds. A big run there by Jordigan. And that's going to be close to maybe 20 yards on the carry, 15, 18 yards. So 1st and 10 for Hill City.
Well, right now, Trego's got another Schubert taking some snaps over here on the sideline. And
just a nice stiff arm there by Jordigan, able to get a couple more yards down the sideline.
Took his pads off over here.
So 1st down and 10 for Hill City. Back to throw is Bourne. He's got a man open. Nice catch by McDowell. He's in the end zone. The ball dropped, but he was already across the goal line. Nice pass there by Bourne. Straight to McDowell. Thread that needle in there. Nice.
He absolutely threaded it, and really, honestly, almost between two guys. So
yeah. Here's a replay on that. Bourne able to throw back, rip that ball right in between two receivers. And McDowell, the ball went out, but he was across the line. So touchdown, that's Bourne's 2nd touchdown throw.
Well, I'll tell you what, Trego comes back on offense here. I think Keegan Schubert, he's got his pads off down there. We could have Kobe Schubert at quarterback.
Now 2-point conversion try for Hill City. Have the flaxbone set. And Bourne's going to keep it on the right-hand side, but nowhere to go. Nice job by the defensive end over there. That's Colby Waltz stepping up, making the tackle for the Golden Eagles. And we haven't seen a 2-point conversion be successful tonight.
2:08 left.
So 2:08 left in this half. 24-6 our score. And like you said, Ivan, looks like the older Schubert is maybe out of the ballgame here.
They were down there looking at his shoulder and stuff, and his pads are off. So I believe he could be done here, at least until they get a look at that.
Kind of grabbing around the collarbone area.
You don't want that.
Backup quarterback maybe coming in. Looks like they will be coming in for Trego.
Sure.
Could be Kobe Schubert, 6'1", 160-pound sophomore. We'll have to wait and see. Hill City, though, 4 unanswered touchdowns, and they've gained control of this ball game. Boy, Bourne's not very tall, but, man, he has zipped that ball in a couple times.
I tell you what, nice form and everything throwing that ball. And it's kind of a damp night.
It is.
So I look for him here to do the kickoff, what they've been doing. You know, it's kind of skipping into him and make him field it. Kind of the old baseball adage, put it in play and make them field it. So
Hamel teeing this up at the 30. Back deep is Price and Schneider. They've brought their up man back now, maybe to help.
Kind of help corral that a little bit.
And there's a kick by Hamel, and this is Price about the 12-yard line. Now going to try and get back to the middle. Just nowhere to go coming up for the tackle. That's Hamel on the tackle.
Yep.
Price gets to the 20-yard line.
I don't know, Price is trying to get back to the center. A little bit of a wall there.
Yeah, maybe trying to get back to where they're trying to funnel everybody to the outside.
Sure.
But that's a good kick. Kick it to the outside.
Yeah.
First and 10 for Waukene now. 2:02 left in this first half. 24-6 our score. Hill City on top. They've scored 4 consecutive times now after Trego took the lead early on 6-0. Schubert, the younger one out of the backfield, now give to Menson. Menson's got some room off the left-hand side up across the 25 to 26-yard line. Good run by Menson.
I thought I heard some whistles, but maybe I...
Here's a replay. Menson able to break an arm tackle there and get 6 yards on the play for the first down. Kind of disruptive in the backfield. Hamel coming off from his defensive end side.
Coming hard, crashing.
Yeah, kind of disrupt that. So Schubert out of the shotgun. Looking to throw, and he had it. Price, nice throw there by Schubert. There is a flag down. Price just able to hold on.
Where's that flag at?
Came from the side, Judge. We'll see what the call is going to be. This is a 2nd down and 5.
I don't want to say it, but
yeah, they're discussing here. See what the call is going to be here.
Don't know if he keeps
There's
hearing.
a holding. It must have been in the defensive secondary. The holding
Was that on Price, maybe? Was it in this area? It was on this side?
It was on, yeah.
This side of the field?
Yeah, the white hat turned to the other side. But, yeah, he motioned holding on the Ringnecks. So
it's kind of a unique way of.
Yep. Here's some Snapchats from this evening. There's some Trego fans. We still haven't seen the Hill City ones. There's some action shots.
10-yard penalty will make it 1st and 10 for
Again, Nex-Tech is partnered with Solutions North Bank for a Snapchat giveaway. Snap your game photos with the Game Time filter to NEX-TECH for a chance to win a stadium blanket.
Tell you that pass that Schubert threw looked good. Good form.
1st and 10 now for Joaquini at the 35-yard line. Schubert back to throw and just behind his receiver.
Yep.
And he took a hit. There's a flag.
There it is.
Late, yeah.
Bourne. Defenseless guy in the air.
Yeah, that was the ball was behind him. Here's a replay. Schubert looking to throw the ball. Just a little slant play and behind him, but Bourne took a shot after the ball was incomplete. So again, with busy night on the Snapchats, we still got some coming through. After this penalty here, we're going to put the Golden Eagles about the 30-yard line.
You know, the Eagles here, they got a minute 18 left here. They've got everything on penalties, but keep rocking here, you know.
Yeah, you got
try to score.
You got to take advantage of that. 1st and 10. Kobe Schubert, the backup quarterback in. Now out of the shotgun, one back to his left. Looking to throw. He's going to throw deep to Price. And Price made the catch at the 8-yard line. He took his gloves off, Ivan, and made that catch. He had struggled all night. It's interesting. He got bumped out. He was out of bounds, but they must have decided that he was pushed out.
Didn't see it. No harm, no foul.
Great catch there by Price.
Great notice on your part. I didn't notice he took his gloves off.
He took his gloves off,
because he's been hitting in the hands quite a few times here tonight. But
so timeout now. 1:10 left in this first half. 24-6 our score. And if we could bring some of those Snapchats back up, we'll go through those. There's Hill City. Now some Hill City fans getting in the action. There's a picture of their team. And
well, it'd be a big boost, Trego here to score before half.
There's the Hill City fans showing the scoreboard, and now some cheerleaders now. So we got a lot of snaps from both sides of the stadium tonight. There's one from home. So 24-6 our score. Trego driving here.
Driving with their number 2 quarterback.
And really, keep coming. Keep those snaps coming. Snap your game photos with the Game Time filter to NEX-TECH for the chance to win the stadium blanket. Winners will be notified via Snapchat during tonight's ballgame.
Let's see what Coach has drawn up here.
A lot of cheerleaders, a lot of game photos, some pictures of the crowd, some pictures of the action. So
here we go.
1st down and 10 now for the Golden Eagles. Somebody little camera shot on that last one. Kobe Schubert, the quarterback, now 2 running backs with him out of the shotgun. And it's Schneider off the left-hand side. A spin move out the 5 is brought back down. Ball pops out late, but his momentum was stopped, so...
Well, Hill City's sure punching the ball out. They're standing them up and taking shots at that ball.
So 50 seconds left. The clock's still running here.
Ball on the 5.
Joaquini quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. 40 seconds remaining. Out of the shotgun now. Kobe Schubert taking over for his brother. Now a slant. And
got it.
A nice catch there by Hunter Price. That's a second great catch he's
no
made.
gloves.
And no gloves. But 2 catches for Price now.
Hey, he's back in the game.
That's a nice throw by Kobe Schubert. Here's a look at the replay.
Well, Price just basically cut off the defender right there.
And threw it high and nice where where he can get it. Price went up and got that ball for the score.
Great job. Great job.
Just what Trego needed, really, though, to get back into this ball game.
Hey, let's
24-12.
Tack on a 2-point conversion here, and then we got something exciting going on
now
here.
kind of out of a quarterback power set.
Kind of a power package there, and
here goes Kobe Schubert, lowers his head and close to the goal line, but
no good.
No good. It's going to come up just a little bit short. So again, 2-point conversion unsuccessful. Our score is 24-12.
That's just a power package, and you just got to outmuscle your guy. And
that's man on man in there.
Mano a mano. So,
well, 30 seconds left. 24-12. We've seen Bourne able to put the ball in the air today.
Sure.
If they get good field position, look for them to take a couple shots.
I think for Trego here, you really got to talk about your guys staying home, staying in their lanes.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, you don't want a big return here.
Right, yeah.
You just got right back in the game. You don't want to just let them score.
Yeah, any field position for Hill City will put them. They're gonna try to score or get one back for sure.
And there is a slight breeze out here, so the wind will be at Hill City's back.
But that's what Trego needed that score.
I guess
that game was getting
right.
Was going all towards Hill City, so. We will see what Hill City is able to do. Just 30 seconds remaining in this first half. Score 24-12. Hill City on top. Joaquini scored the first touchdown of the ball game. Hill City countered with 4 straight touchdowns, and Trego able to put one back on the board. Set to kick off. Looks like that's Dylan Dunn.
This is a big play, right? Just right here.
Yeah, back deep. Looks like it's Bourne and Jordigan. And the kick is going to be angled off to the 15-yard line. Bourne with the
he's got a lane.
Room and still on his feet. Now he's drug out of bounds and gets up across to the 35-yard line. Looks like maybe 34-yard line.
Nice run back.
And now, like we said, now they're in position. Bourne's been able to throw the ball pretty well tonight.
He's made some great throws here, so I would really be, honestly, thinking about putting my defenders up on their receivers. But we'll have to see what they do here.
We've seen Joaquini play a little bit zone, just giving Hill City's receivers a lot of room to operate tonight. Let's see if that changes.
I don't see it.
Nope, 2 receivers split out each way for Bourne out of the shotgun.
On this way, closest to us on this side of the field, too.
Yeah,
you're hoping for pressure right here.
Got some room. Bourne able to come up and shakes a tackle. Still on his feet, gets to the 40-yard line. Just a quarterback draw. Gets him about 8 yards, but 12 seconds remaining. They're at midfield. It looks like Hill City's going to take a timeout.
It's a great run, but that took a lot of time off the clock, too. So,
yeah, they're just hoping catching some pressure, but there was a spy there. Nathaniel Worth was a spy, and at least able to slow down Bourne a little
I'm just
bit.
concerned about the receiving part of it. Is that outside guy, you put him on a streak,
Yeah, there's just all sorts of room out there for Hill City's receivers. And
Bourne can throw it. We've seen him throw it 35, 40 yards here. So
yeah, and Hill City's been able to get back behind for those long gains. So
those guys they're ready behind by the time they're cutting across the field. So
yeah, you got to take huge angles just to get caught up. 2nd down and 7. Just 12 seconds remaining in this first half. It's been an entertaining first half, kind of back and forth.
Well, Trego came out, smash mouth, scored right away. Kept the ball 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah, Hill City answered, and
3 times in a row.
Now Joaquini able to put one back up on the board. So 24-12, 12 seconds remaining. Hill City with the ball right at midfield. Bourne now out of the shotgun. Jordan's a setback, and boy, there's just There's two receivers to the right, and there's only one defender over there.
Crisscrossing. There he is.
Able to get some room. Bourne under pressure, but able to get the ball off to McDowell across the 20 down to the 18-yard line. There's 3 seconds left.
3 seconds. As soon as they set that ball, get those
They're going to call
sticks moved.
timeout, I think. What a play. Bourne able to get this ball off. He takes a big hit. Able to jump up in the air and find his man, but
that receiver, though, was wide open. They did a crisscross out on that far side, and he cut across the middle then. That just left him wide open.
yeah, there's just so much room. Was only one defender out there, 2 receivers. Yeah, safety deep, but
Well, he's playing center field, so.
At the 18-yard line, you got one shot here in the end zone.
Well, here's the thing. You're going to have to put everybody back, and you put some guys back, but you also got to put a spy on the quarterback.
Yeah, Bourne's able to, if he gets some room, he could
get ahead of
that
steam.
in, so.
He's going to be trying to book it in.
With 3 seconds left in the half,
It's a big play for Joaquini. They want to remain in this ball game.
Oh.
So, coming out of the timeout, 3 seconds left. 24-12 our score. Hill City on top. They've got the ball at the 18-yard line.
Same set.
Pending a penalty, this is going to be the last play of the first half. Two receivers to the right.
You could see that guy streaking across the middle again.
Bourne back to throw. He's going to
There
throw
he
in
is.
the middle and just outside the hands of Jordan. Going to fall incomplete, and that'll be
It's just
the
so
end of that
soft
first
in that
half.
middle.
It is.
So soft.
Here's a replay. Jordan may had to make one-man miss to get in the end zone, but there was a lot of room just off the fingertips, and that may have been a little bit short, but maybe not. But nonetheless, that's an incomplete pass, and that's the end of our first half. In an entertaining ball game, Hill City up 24-12 over Trego. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
Pack Leader Technology, Elliott Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Hill City Chiropractic Center, and Radcliffe Truck Sales are cheering for the Hill City Ringnecks both on and off the field this year. Go get them red from Graham County Hospital, Steel Fabrications, and William A. Miller DDS, proudly supporting the Hill City Ringnecks all season long.
Thank you, Troy.
You betcha.
Goodbye, Mariah.
Bye.
I have another new patient on the phone, but the schedule is full.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I heard you guys are looking for a new physical therapist.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is a preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Seems like the world is always changing. And like the weather in Kansas, change is inevitable. Mobile technology improves the lives of everyone, not just those living in a city. Nex-Tech Wireless is right there with you, providing expanded LTE coverage for everything from phones to farm equipment. We are devoted to help Kansas work smarter and live better. Nex-Tech Wireless. Time for something different. Today, get 4 iPhones and unlimited data for less than $40 a line.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
Jake and Chet's Cafe, Earl Liquor, Waukene Animal Hospital, and MCM Manufacturing are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Trego students and athletes. We hope this school year is the best ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Sheer Designs, Pit Road Liquor, and Professional Fire Equipment, backing the Trego Golden Eagles all season long.
Where we're here from Trego, Waukene, and our 8-man MCL contest between the Hill City Ringnecks and the Trego Golden Eagles. 24-12 is our score here at halftime, and Trego scored first, they scored last, but Hill City scored 4 times in between.
Yeah, you know, and really honestly, we kind of thought Trego came out and did really kind of a ball control.
Yeah.
They threw and ran about pretty much evenly, and but Hill City kind of took it away when they the swing happened on the fumble on the 4th down play.
Right.
So you know, but the good thing for Trego, they lost their starting quarterback. Another Schubert comes in and does well, and they score right before half. So,
and really Hill City's been able to do it both on the ground and in the air. Connor Bourne's thrown 2 touchdowns, both to Brody McDowell, and Dalen Jordigans ran for 2 touchdowns. And,
sure, running hard.
Yeah. For Waukene, Hunter Price with the reception at the end. That was thrown by Kobe Schubert, the backup quarterback.
Yep.
Dallas Schneider had the first touchdown for the Golden Eagles. So, but this is a ball game, two-score ball game, and Waukene got the ball first half, so they're going to be kicking this off. They're going to need a big stop, and they got a little bit of momentum.
Right.
They can get a stop and continue that momentum going into the second half.
Well, you can see a little bit of a change going on between the, you know, I don't know if they're brothers or not, but the left-handed quarterback and the right-handed quarterback that came in. So there's a little bit of a difference, and we'll just have to see how that develops.
Let's take a look now at our scoreboard update presented tonight by Nex-Tech Wireless. Lacrosse is on top, or Lacrosse is down to Russell, 30-6.
Russell has a new coach this year over there.
They're doing well. Plainville up 14-3 at halftime or Phillipsburg, excuse me, up
You're
on
having
Plainville.
trouble all the way around it.
Yeah. Smith Center blanking Norton 26-0 at halftime. Minneapolis on top of Sacred Heart 14-7. Rollins County and
Look
Quitter,
at that score.
36-24. Quitter's
got 24 points on the board, and it's been 3 years since they won a ball game.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yep. Hoxie up by 2 touchdowns over Osborne. And Central Plains 18-0 up top of Victoria.
Yeah, Central Plains I think is tough this year. So
2 big 8-man contests there.
Yep. That's an interesting score though, the Smith Center and Norton, but I'm sure it's Smith Center, just that offense.
Yeah.
That system. So
yeah, just a plug and play.
Yep.
And they keep rolling. Plainville trying to keep out with Phillipsburg. But Phillipsburg, on the other hand, is supposed to be.
I think Plainville's at Peaburg tonight.
Yeah.
So, But, as we saw last week, they run as Finney runs.
Yep.
And Casey. So
that's, and like you said, Russell's new coach, Dodge City up on South, 7-3. Valley Center with the lead over Garden City at halftime, 20-14. Logan Paco on top of Wheatland Grinnell, 28-12, and TMP with the 6-0.
6-0 over Ellis right now.
Hayes High with the lead, 7-6 at halftime.
I got to tell you,
Bend.
the Hayes High is down at Great Bend. I bet that is just
They're liking that.
Oh,
sure.
You just can't get it any better on a Friday night.
Natoma and Fowler in a 6-man contest, 60-51.
That could be. Well,
That's
I guess
final.
it's over. Okay, yes.
Golden Plains.
That's a 6-man game.
Yeah.
Did you say 6-man?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed it. So.
Man.
Okay, I know I'm slipping
Golden,
a little bit.
Golden Plains with the lead over
That's
Moscow,
a 6-man game too.
28-7. So TMP with the lead over Ellis and Hayes High with the 1-point lead over Great Bend. So.
That just goes to show you I don't listen to everything you say.
Well,
so
you and everybody else. So.
Man, your wife. I'm sure.
But our score here from Waukene, Hill City with the lead at halftime, 24-12. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to Nex-Tech Game Time. Game Time is brought to you in part by Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Mapes & Miller LLP, Hayes Recreation Commission, Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, J-Corp, Redeem Design, Solutions North Bank, and Nex-Tech Wireless. Catch all the action live on Friday nights at 6:45 on Nex-Tech Local 1 and nextech.com. Your home for high school football is Nex-Tech Game Time.
The venue at Thirsty's is now open. Bring your group and experience the elegance. Perfect for your next rehearsal dinner, company meeting, reception, family gathering. Enjoy access to a full catering menu, perfect for your group, along with a full bar. See the elegant touch from Lisa's Custom Interiors. Call now and book the venue at Thirsty's for your next gathering.
Pack Leader Technology, Elliott Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Hill City Chiropractic Center, and Radcliffe Truck Sales are cheering for the Hill City Ringnecks both on and off the field this year. Go get them red from Graham County Hospital, Steel Fabrications, and William A. Miller DDS, proudly supporting the Hill City Ringnecks all season long.
Thank you, Troy.
You betcha.
Goodbye, Mariah.
Bye.
I have another new patient on the phone, but the schedule is full.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I heard you guys are looking for a new physical therapist.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is a preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement. Driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots, no job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Seems like the world is always changing. And like the weather in Kansas, change is inevitable. Mobile technology improves the lives of everyone, not just those living in a city. Nex-Tech Wireless is right there with you, providing expanded LTE coverage for everything from phones to farm equipment. We are devoted to help Kansas work smarter and live better. Nex-Tech Wireless. Time for something different. Today, get 4 iPhones and unlimited data for less than $40 a line.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
Jake and Chet's Cafe, Earl Liquor, Waukene Animal Hospital, and MCM Manufacturing are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Trego students and athletes. We hope this school year is the best ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Sheer Designs, Pit Road Liquor, and Professional Fire Equipment, backing the Trego Golden Eagles all season long.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1, where we're here at Waukene with our score 24-12. Hill City with the lead over Waukene. Nex-Tech has Game Time has partnered with Solutions North Bank for a Snapchat giveaway. Snap your Game Time photos to the Game Time app. Filter to Nex-Tech, NEX-TECH for a chance to win a stadium blanket. Winners will be notified by Snapchat during tonight's game. And so here's some snaps from tonight's ballgame that we've received. Hill City now sending in the Snapchats from their side of the field. Early on, it was a lot of Trego fans.
Yeah, there was.
Now Hill City's taking over. A lot of the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And
a lot of the scoreboard.
And there's a couple guys helping out with the
filling the water up
on the Trego sideline.
Quality H2O.
Yeah. Cheerleaders out there. A young Hill City cheerleader for sure.
Yep. They're cheerleaders.
More cheerleaders there. And Shane Pfeiffer there with the snap. More some live action shots there. A lot of snaps coming in tonight. Keep them coming, guys. There's your chance. You got to win that stadium blanket. There's one down by the field. More cheerleader, a lot of cheerleaders, a lot of scoreboard, a lot of Snapchats coming in tonight.
There is. That's a good thing, though.
There's a Game On T-shirt. Nex-Tech Game Time's partnered with Redeem Designs for those shirts. Those will be given out at each ball game.
They threw those out right at the beginning.
They did.
So
that girl with the shirt. And some more photos here of the scoreboard. And some more action shots there by on the Trego side of the ball game. So that is our Snapchats so far. Keep them coming. Get your chance to win that stadium blanket. Second half about to begin. Hill City's going to be receiving the ball to start this second half. So Trego able to put the ball in the end zone to end that first half. Now that they can come up with a stop, still take advantage of that momentum.
Yeah, get back into the game here. They did right before half. That kind of changed it. So in momentum, a little bit of a swing there.
Hill City, I'm sure, looking for a counter punch.
Well, Trego's not going to have their starting quarterback to start there. So
yeah, no, he's got his pads still off.
Yep. Holding his arm there like he's got a shoulder problem or something.
They still were able to move that ball.
He looked good. The other Schubert looked really good throwing the ball and stuff. So
Dylan Dunn set to tee this off for the Golden Eagles from the 30-yard line back deep. It looks like Jace Hamel's going to try to return this with a cast on one arm. And Jordigan, the other return man, standing about at the 12-yard line. And
we're about ready to set up.
Here's Dunn to kick this off, and it's a short
bit of
kick
pooch
off to the side. One of the upmen take it, and it gets ran over by
his own man.
His own man, and knocked down at the 25-yard line. And
yeah, I don't think he could get up there and wait enough to hit somebody. So
first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I think Hansen.
Hamel came up, was running, and just kind of ran over his the return man. So Bourne, the senior quarterback, out of the shotgun, receivers both ways for Hill City. One setback is Jordigan. And this is give the Jordigan off the right-hand side, cuts it up the middle, has a couple yards on first down.
That's a hard run. Good pursuit by Trego.
Yeah, they funneled that inside.
Yep.
Able to make the tackle. Give them 3 yards on first down, second down and 7 for the Ringnecks.
Tell you, Trego can shut this down. Game on here.
Yep. So receivers each way for Bourne out of the shotgun.
They're still doing that kind of in between.
Yeah, almost a zone. They're backing way off. And Bourne with the keeper. Nice shifty move up the middle and gets a couple yards. But Hunter Price was there along with a couple other Golden Eagles, able to stop Bourne short of the first down.
I don't want to sound like an NFL kind of thing here, but you just audible out and just throw that out there.
Yep.
But
so 3rd down and 2, a big 3rd down for the Golden Eagles if they want to try to get off the field here and get their offense another shot. Hill City now added more of a flex bone set out of the shotgun.
I look for a keeper here.
And Bourne with the keeper, it makes a nice move in the backfield and
just
up across the
hard.
40-yard line to about the 38-yard line. But that's a nice shifty move. There's a man in the backfield, would have dropped him for a loss. But
he's shifting, but he's not scared to straighten up his pads and go hit somebody. So
it will sidestep the defender and then lower his head, gets a good run. And a first down for Hill City now in Trego territory at the 38-yard line. Back to that flex bone. Looking to throw and just over the hands of McDowell. But like you said, he just turned and threw that ball. Yep. They're giving the receivers way too much room.
Just looking at Coach over there, he's talking about hitting him out in that flat area instead of waiting so long. Just take the snap and throw it right out here.
Schneider for the Golden Eagles able to recover from his safety position and defend that pass a little bit. But yeah, if it's about a 10-yard pass,
just
there's
that quick
hitter
there. Out in that soft little area there.
Yep. Second down and 10 for the Ringnecks. And Bourne looking to throw
He's
again.
open.
And his man is open, and that is McDowell across to about the 10-yard line. Gets knocked out of bounds, but, boy, just a lot of room to run out there.
Well,
that was a tight end, excuse me.
Nice pass, but kind of a floater. But
Tate Reynolds.
Great job.
Yeah, Bourne kind of threw that off his back foot. Here's a replay.
And the
just
Trego
kind of threw it off
defender
his
was,
back foot.
coming across the field.
But just got it over the linebacker,
Yep.
and Reynolds able to haul that in for a nice gain on that was on second down. So first and goal for the Ringnecks at the 8-yard line. Marino in motion.
Keeping the ball.
Forward. Bourne across the 5 down to the 4-yard line. Tough run there by the quarterback.
Tell you what, those were tough yards there. He got met by number 10.
That's Dallas Schneider.
Yeah.
Go to the 4-yard line now. Second down and goal for the Ringnecks. Threatening to extend their lead here in the third quarter. They put together a pretty good drive to start this second half. 9:40 remaining in the third quarter. 24-12 our score. Hill City with the lead. And the ball, second down and goal from the 4-yard line. And it's a give to Moreno on the sweep, and he's met at about the 2-yard line, but he lowers his head, gets into the end zone. He was met about 2 yards, but tough run there by Moreno. We'll see what the flag is.
Yeah, that's right in the middle of everybody, so
there's a holding.
Usually that's a hold.
Yeah. It's a good run by Moreno. He was hit about at the 2, but able to muscle his way in, and now somebody down.
That's Moreno. He's back up. I think he was thinking just that hard run, and then all of a sudden it's all coming back.
So that'll move Hill City back to the 11-yard line. Be second down and goal from the 11 now.
Second and goal from the 11-yard line.
2 receivers set for the Ringnecks. How the shotgun is Bourne. And keeper to the left-hand side slips the tackle, still on his feet to the 5, and he's kind of reaching that ball out.
Yeah. You almost have to do a takedown on him because it's just his legs are still moving and he was in the air.
Yeah. Here's a replay.
He's still kicking right here when he picks him up.
Oh, there was Price on the tackle, but yeah, he's gaining 2-3 yards even after contact. So third and goal for the Ringnecks. They're at the 5-yard line. This is most likely 2 plays here.
Yeah, there's 8 minutes, 45 seconds left. Third period, third quarter.
Shotgun for the Ringnecks now. Bourne looking to throw.
He's open.
Has his man knifed, but just waited too long. Price able to break that up, and yeah, he was open for a split second, I think, Evan. But
he was. Price came back across. And
just a second too late on the throw and broken up. So this is a big play. 4th and goal from the 5. Trego's defense trying to hold the Ringnecks out. Trying to keep this just a 2-score game.
Big play here, big play.
Well, the way Bourne's been running the ball, I think I'd keep it in his hands, let him go get those 5 yards. One back with Bourne, that's Jordigan, 2 receivers. Now Jordigan shifting, they're going to run the option to the left-hand side. Pitch to Jordigan, and he's met. And Ball's out, but he's out of bounds. Nice tackle on that far side.
They didn't get it.
No. Yeah, nice tackle. Number 5 out there. Cooper Desormes out there with a nice tackle.
Great job.
Right at the 2-yard line. So Golden Eagles able to keep the Hill City out, and they'll take over deep in their own territory, but still just a two-possession game. They needed that.
Oh, they needed it really big time, and now we'll see if they can get out of that hole there.
So 1st and 10 from the 1.
Yeah, from the 1.
From the 1. That was a big stop out there.
That's one of those things. A bad snap here.
Yeah, out of the shotgun. Backup quarterback in, Kobe Schubert. 2 backs in the backfield with him. And they give to Schneider, and Schneider's met right at the goal line. He did get out, though, looks like. Maybe back through the 1-yard line, but good penetration up front by Hill City.
Let's see if that yard marker moves over there. It actually went back a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how that could be a loss there. But yeah.
Oh.
There can't be any more room.
Well, they definitely got
Botello up front. Couldn't move that pile.
They got everybody in the box. Well, now they're spreading out.
Yep, four down linemen now for the Ringnecks. Schubert looking to pitch it. He's in the end zone. Minson's met, and he's dropped there for the safety. Still on his feet, but he still can't get out. So nice job by Hill City. Pursued there. Bourne was out there, but Bourne may be hurt. He's still down on the ground for Hill City, and that's not a good sign. That's.
I wonder if we got a replay for that.
Bourne is actually there.
Here we got a replay.
Hamel out there with the first contact. Then it was Bourne. Bourne hanging on to him.
He kind of pulled him back on top of him on a tackle.
And Bourne is actually their backup quarterback, so this would be a big loss if he is unable to continue.
Oh, is that a cramp, knee?
Not sure, but while he's down, we're going to take a break. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to Nex-Tech Game Time. Game Time is brought to you in part by Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Mapes & Miller LLP, Hayes Recreation Commission, Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, J-Corp, Redeem Design, Solutions North Bank, and Nex-Tech Wireless. Catch all the action live on Friday nights at 6:45 on Nex-Tech Local 1 and nextech.com. Your home for high school football is Nex-Tech Game Time.
The venue at Thirsties is now open. Bring your group and experience the elegance. Perfect for your next rehearsal dinner, company meeting, reception, family gathering. Enjoy access to a full catering menu, perfect for your group, along with a full bar. See the elegant touch from Lisa's Custom Interiors. Call now and book the venue at Thirsties for your next gathering.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. We're coming live from Waukene tonight for the contest between the Hill City Ringnecks and the Trego Golden Eagles. Hill City with the safety, but they may have lost their quarterback, Connor Bourne. He
hobbled
slow,
off.
Very slow to get up.
He got up on his own power, but I think he's got his helmet on over there.
Waukene, though, with a big stop on 4th down and goal, but
just couldn't get out.
Yeah, couldn't get out of their own end zone, and so now the free kick. Dylan Dunn is from the 15-yard line. That's going to give Hill City good field position. Hamel and Jordigan back for the Ringnecks. And here's Dunn with the kick. Decent kick as Hamel taken at the 25 up the left-hand side and still on his feet to cross the 40 to the 35.
Be interesting to see what happens
at
here.
the 32-yard line. It's interesting that he's returning. He only has one arm. I mean, the other one's in a cast, but good return by Hamel.
Well, he's gotten away with it all night.
Yeah,
So
gets up to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Ringnecks. And here comes Bourne in. He's limping a little bit, it looks like, but he's coming back under center for the Ringnecks.
might be doing a little handing off here.
Yeah. The shotgun is Bourne. Jordigan, the lone setback. 2 receivers for the Ringnecks. They get the Jordigan, and he's got maybe a yard or two. Met there by a bunch of Golden Eagles there.
A host of them. So
Colby Burhart was the down lineman to first grab him. Maybe a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9.
yeah, I don't look for Bourne to run here. I really don't. Maybe throwing it.
Yeah, it looks like maybe it's an ankle or a knee or something in the lower extremity.
Yeah, he's hobbling pretty good.
So 2nd down and 9 for Hill City.
But probably can still throw it.
Yeah.
So
now the shotgun.
Oh, he's running.
He's going to keep it, and he's met in the backfield. It will still get lean forward. That was Nathaniel Worth with the hit in the backfield.
He's not getting up very quick.
Yeah, really slow to get up here. That may have gained a yard, but he's staying down on this one.
You know, that's wow.
I give the kid credit. He's out there trying to gut it out.
Yep.
But he looks like he's hurt, banged up pretty good there.
It looked like he got a little extended on there, and, you know, somebody had a hold of his foot as well. We'll see what they do with him here. They're just kind of talking to him.
Yeah, he's up on one knee still.
He's up.
Yep, still limping off, but we'll see what the Hill City's going to do now. Jace Hamel was their was the quarterback. He was hurt. Now Bourne's hurt. So,
well, they got to do without Bourne for at least one play here. So it'll be interesting to see who's number 3.
That's a big play. 3rd down and 8. Joaquini Trego's able to stop Hill City last time on a goal line stand. Now
I would just imagine it's one of their backs. I mean, but
yeah, maybe Jordigan, maybe.
Yeah.
Looks like McDowell's coming in 13, or maybe Reynolds. We'll see who's going to take.
I think it's going to be Jordigan, isn't it?
No, he's
nope. I can't see the number from here.
The snap. It's a give to Jordigan off the right-hand side, stumbles, but able to get north and south, and he's got a 1st down there trying to tug the ball out, but Jordigan had a tough run.
Very good run.
Tate Reynolds in his quarterback. There's Jordigan just able to get north and south there and drag the defender across the 1st down marker.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't going east and west. So
1st and 10 for Hill City at the 23-yard line. 24-12 or 26-12 our score. Sorry, 6 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. And Reynolds with the keeper off the left-hand side.
Great job by Trego.
Able to string that out, and the tackle coming from the middle linebacker position, Nathaniel Worth with the tackle.
There is a flag on the play.
Flag down. There's a loss of.
Supposed to be a loss of 3.
Yeah, 3 yards. We'll see what this flag is. Legal procedure against.
Legal
Hill City. That's
formation on the Ringnecks.
going to be declined, I believe. Legal formation.
Penalties will be declined.
I think it's declined. I didn't see the.
2nd down and 13.
I didn't see it. Maybe I missed it. But
yeah, I didn't see it either.
You know.
So 2nd down and 13 now.
Who?
Hill City ready to snap the ball.
I would have snapped it.
Trego late to get up the line of scrimmage. They're still a little scrambling. Reynolds with the keeper. It slips down off the left-hand side. Dylan Dunn out there to bring Reynolds down, but he lost his footing out. And now it's going to be 3rd down and about a mile.
All right, what do you do, Hill City here? What do you do? Different quarterback.
You're up 2 scores. I think you used Jordan. He's got the
Bourne
speed.
came back in.
He's going to watch the throw now.
Bourne's back in.
Bourne coming under. Receivers each way. Bourne looking to throw. Got to step up in the pocket. Does throw. He's got his man. And to the 20.
He's short.
About the 18-yard line, 16-yard line. Nice throw there by Bourne. That is back to Reynolds. Look at his throw. Bourne just stepped up in the pocket.
Well, Bourne's even walking better, so I'm not sure what all happened over there. But
good tackle by Schneider, able to hang on to Reynolds. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 5.
You are correct.
For Hill City.
Maybe 6.
Maybe 6. Bourne back in at quarterback. Jordan, the lone set, 4th down and 5. Looking for the throw. He's got his man open just a little high for Reynolds, and it goes incomplete. Trego able to hold again.
Yeah, a little hard and a little high, and Trego held. So
they're staying in the ball game.
Got to have some offense here. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third quarter here.
So 1st and 10 now for Trego, able to stop Hill City on downs both times deep into their own territory. So Kobe Schubert, the 6'1", 160-pound sophomore, taking over as quarterback.
Bourne's even out there on defense. So,
yep, must have.
I
give to Schneider up the middle.
Great run.
Up to about the 25-yard line. Good tough run up the middle by Schneider. Just brought down by Bourne.
Got to have some more of those. Got to have some more.
Good hole there by Nathaniel Worth, the center, able to seal that off. Nice hole for Schneider to run. 2nd down and 8, or 2nd down and 2, 8 yards on the run by Schneider.
Low snap.
A lot of pressure, and there's a sack.
Right up the middle.
Yep, that's number 12. That's the Brody McDowell. They send some pressure now with the sophomore quarterback.
Yep. And the ball was really low. He had to bend over to pick it up. So
3rd and 8 now for Trego. The Golden Eagles really need a 1st down. There's a big 3rd down play. Receiver split each way for Schubert out of the shotgun. Snyder the lone setback. And to give the Schneider up the middle, he's got some room. Cuts across the left-hand side and stretches the ball out. It's going to be close. Good tackle out there by Tate Reynolds, and this is going to be right at the sticks.
It's going to depend on the spot here.
Good run by Schneider. He's able to see that it was coming close.
I think he got it just by eyeballing it here.
Tried to avoid that tackle by Reynolds. Nice tackle by Reynolds, but Schneider able to reach that ball just enough to get that 1st down.
Great hard run. Great hard run.
That's a big 1st down for Trego. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Receiver split each way for the Golden Eagles. Schubert in the backfield. Looking to run the option.
Oh!
And he got the pitch out there. Snyder gets crossed. I don't know how he got that out there. Ivan, there was
he was right there. The defender was.
The defender was playing a man-to-man. Able to get that. Here's a replay out here.
Number 12
just
was right
able to sneak
there.
that ball right past McDowell. Schneider with great concentration to keep that ball, get a couple yards. 2nd down and 6.
It's got to be a little bit slick too.
Yep.
Dewy night like tonight, and it's
you can see there's some rain on the window. I mean, it's a sprinkle, a drizzle. So 2nd down and 6 for the Golden Eagles.
Schneider again.
Give to Schneider, and he's met there about the line of scrimmage.
That's Bourne.
Bourne comes up and makes a nice tackle on Schneider, so it'll be 3rd down and 6.
No dancing there.
No. Just Bourne came up and filled the gap. Bourne looks like he's moving around pretty good.
Yeah. Must have had, Mr. Miyagi over there, something going on, but he is walking a whole lot better.
So 3rd and 6 now for the Golden Eagles. Schubert out of the shotgun, looking to throw.
Ooh.
Has his man open and just in and out of the hands of Price. Bourne undercut that, about picked it
No,
off.
I know, just about. I think he heard a little bit of footsteps, but there it again, catchable ball right there.
So 4th down and 6 now for Joaquini, and they're going to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, maybe I might have heard some footsteps there a little bit.
A little high. The ball was a little high, but
would you have caught it?
Me? Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Opat back to punt. High snap. Brings
Absolutely.
that down, and again, some pressure. It's a short
Hill
punt.
City.
They don't see that. They're coming back and picks the ball up at the 37-yard line. That's a short punt.
I just would run a drill, you know?
Yeah.
Scatter.
Boy, he's getting some pressure on those punts, too. He's just barely getting them off.
He's lucky to getting it off, to be honest with you. So
Hill City takes over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They're up 26-12 here in the third quarter. 1:01 left. Bourne back in at quarterback. And he's going to keep it on the left-hand side. Stiff arms the man. Now returns. Able to hang on. Dylan Dunn just has him by the jersey, able to hang on to him.
I tell you what, he was like a pinball out there for a little bit. But, you know,
if Dunn doesn't hang on, there's got a lot of room.
The 2 different times we saw him down on the field and then see him running like he is now.
Dunn able to grab a handful of jersey and hold on to Bourne. Loss of 3-4 on the play. 2nd down and 14.
Well, Trego cannot let a receiver get back in behind him here.
And again, they're playing the zone. It's a soft zone, it looks like. Moreno now in motion. Bourne going to throw it. He's got a man deep. McDowell back behind the defenders and just out of reach.
Great job.
Man, McDowell had a step. Snyder able to recover, and he's down. Good recovery by Snyder.
Trego's picked up on it, and he was right there with him, but he was still behind him.
He's down on the ground, so we'll take a quick break here while they help Snyder out. Looks like
I think he's got a cramp.
You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
The venue at Thirsties is now open. Bring your group and experience the elegance. Perfect for your next rehearsal dinner, company meeting, reception, family gathering. Enjoy access to a full catering menu, perfect for your group, along with a full bar. See the elegant touch from Lisa's Custom Interiors. Call now and book the venue at Thirsties for your next gathering.
Pack Leader Technology, Elliott Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Hill City Chiropractic Center, and Radcliffe Truck Sales are cheering for the Hill City Ringnecks both on and off the field this year. Go get them red from Graham County Hospital, Steel Fabrications, and William A. Miller DDS, proudly supporting the Hill City Ringnecks all season long.
Oh, my goodness.
I think Ellis, or I think
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. We just seen a wild play there. Bourne back to throw. Dylan Dunn able to tip the ball. Bourne caught it, tried to run with it, fumbled the ball. Hill City very fortunate to fall back on there.
I was talking like we were back already,
and so that's going to end the third quarter. That was a wild play, but Hill City will have a 4th down and about 23. So here's some more Snapchats on our Snapchat giveaway. Trego coming back on the field. A couple of young Hill City cheerleaders, or future cheerleaders. Some more of the cheerleaders from Hill City. Again, some Hill City fans then. A couple more fans. Ringnecks ahead, 24-12. 65 degrees, Friday night lights. It is a nice evening tonight for some football, for sure. There's some young Trego fan. I think we've seen him earlier, Ivan.
Yeah.
Says, my uncle tackled your brother.
Yeah, we were down there before game, and he was kind of trotting around the track down there.
Yeah. So keep those snaps coming. Snap your game photos with a Game Time filter to NEX-TECH for a chance to win a stadium blanket. Winners will be notified via Snapchat during tonight's game. And fourth quarter begins 26-12 our score. Hill City with the lead and the ball, but it's fourth down and a long way.
Yeah.
They're fortunate just to have the ball.
Right now, Trego keep everybody in front of you.
Looks like Ashbaugh is back to punt.
Yep.
A high punt goes over his head. Ashbaugh gives chase about the 2-yard line. He's able to get the punt off and caught at about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Minson caught that, didn't he? Yeah.
What a play there. Boy, man, these are the last two plays have just been crazy. High snap over Ashbaugh's head. Did a great job.
Just to get rid of it. We got a replay coming up.
Just get rid of it. Bearing down on him, able to get the punt off. They do run into him.
Yeah. Well, but it's outside the.
Minson able to pick that up.
Ball had hit the ground.
Yeah. So Minson picks it up. A smart play by Minson as well to field that and to turn the ball up. They get it at the 8-yard line. So now Trego set up in good field position here to start this fourth quarter. Kobe Schubert back in at quarterback.
Schneider is in there.
Schneider the lone setback. Receivers each direction for Schubert. And it's a give to
touchdown.
Schneider. Schneider leaches over. The ball's on the ground, and they're going to say he's down first. Nobody was jumping on that.
I think he dove.
Schneider dove. He's coming up. He's limping a little
gimpy.
bit. But it's about at the 1-yard line. Second down and goal now for the Golden Eagles. Good tough run by Schneider.
I thought he was free and clear there. I don't know if he slipped or.
He's going to stay in the ball game. Second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Maybe 1.5. 11 minutes left in the ball game. 26-12 our score.
Under center here. Got a keeper here.
Yeah, look for a keeper. Or Schneider's banged up a little bit, but we'll see where the ball goes.
They're all in the box.
Schubert with the lean, and he's going to be close, and they're going to give him the score. So Kobe Schubert in on a 1-yard touchdown run for Trego.
What a turn of events that was.
Just able to get across the goal line was Schubert, so now makes our score 26-18 pending this 2-point conversion. And this is a big 2-point conversion. We haven't seen either team convert today. But if
we saw a safety.
We did see a safety.
But got to get
Schneider running out. Gets out. Now in that power formation, Schubert, the quarterback.
This is mano-a-mano here.
Yep, they're going to try to run a sweep off the backside of that, but nowhere to go. Still on his feet.
Short, a couple yards short.
That was Minson with the carry, but about a yard short on the little different wrinkle off that power, but just nowhere to run. And but Trego able to score, make this a one-possession ball game, 26-18, 11 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Yes, it is. But, Trego would have been nice to score that 2-point conversion. Yep. Just wasn't in the cards there.
But able to capitalize on the bad snap. And
that's just a whole strange of events that happened to Hill City there. Yeah. The last 3 or 4 of their plays, just strange. So
Trego able to put a score up. That's the first touchdown of this half. We did see a 2-point or a safety.
Right.
But that was our first touchdown of this half.
The old Yoga Bear thing. It ain't over till it's over. So,
we got a great game tonight. 1-score game. And Trego, I don't know. They've run that formation each time for the 2-point conversion. I've just never been really close to getting that 2-point conversion.
Well, you got to have some movement.
Yep.
You got to have some movement.
Dunn set to tee this off. Back deep is Hamel and Jordigan. Hill City now looking to get some momentum back. And here's Dunn with the kick, and this is going to be deep.
Nice kick.
Over the head. And
stay in your legs. Got to stay in your legs.
To the left-hand side and up across the 20 to close to the 30-yard line. Hamel took that on the run.
That was a hit.
Yeah. Gets to the 29-yard line. Good return for the Ringnecks.
Yeah, 58 there. Dylan Dunn kind of met him in the hole there. But
first and 10 for Hill City. The last two plays have not been.
Hamel had a full head of steam coming, that's for sure.
Bourne, the quarterback. Lone setback is Jordigan. As they give the Jordigan off the right-hand side, he's up across the 30 down to about the 34-yard line. Good run there on first down for the Ringnecks.
Run by Jordigan up the middle. Bunch of Eagles on the side. There's going to be a gain of about long 3. We'll bring up
Burhart, on the tackle. Second down and 6 for the Ringnecks. Taking their time a little bit. Now Jordigan out of the ball game.
Yeah. This is a big series, too, here. This,
Yeah, they haven't been
too sharp here.
Yep. And Hamel coming in as the running back. Bourne the quarterback.
Ooh,
a hard count, and he got him to move. Nice play there.
Yeah, 44. Nathaniel Worth.
5-yard penalty.
So this will be, move this down to second down and 1 now for the Ringnecks.
Second down and 1.
Hamel stays out as the running back.
At the 39-yard line.
Now the shotgun is Bourne receivers each direction. Hamel the lone setback. And again to Hamel off the left-hand side.
Made the corner.
Got the corner up across the 40 to the 35 and knocked out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Good run there by Hamel.
Hard running.
Yeah.
I mean, and once he got the corner.
Yep, now he comes out, checks out, Jordigan in.
He'll see, he might have just taken the option here, and we're just going to jam it down your throat. Here.
Yeah. Well, with that cast, I wonder if, taking a handoff on the left-hand side, maybe a little different than handoff.
Maybe
on the
that'll
right
give you the which way they're going.
Bourne with the fake. It keeps it off to the left-hand side, breaks a tackle across the 20-yard line. Man, there was 2 defenders out there, and he just slipped right past them. That's a tough run.
Great open field tackle there by 55. Colby Burkhart coming across the field.
Bourne here on the zone read, kept that. Just a tough run. There's 2 defenders, and they just couldn't bring him down. First down for Hill City at the 18-yard line, looking to answer the touchdown by the Golden Eagles with one of their own. Jordigan, the lone setback, Bourne as the quarterback. Looking to throw. Nice quick pass. He's got his man Moreno out in the flat. Good tackle out there by Benson.
Kind of a ringneck there.
Yeah, kind of a
not a horse
cattle
collar,
wrestle.
Yeah. But we've talked about that.
Yeah,
area
that was
being open all night.
That's an easy 5 yards.
Yeah.
It's there every play, too.
And if he missed the tackle, it's 6.
Yes. Second down and 5 for the Ringnecks. Jordigan, the lone setback.
They might come left here.
You get the Jordigan off the left-hand side. Squirts through the line up across to the 10-yard line to the 8, so it'll be close to a first down.
Those guys are just running hard.
They are.
They are. They're squaring up and they're going.
Gain of about 5 on the play. Make it 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1 now for Hill City. Deep in Trego territory. Golden Eagles have stopped them twice this half on 4th down. They're going to come up with a big stop here if they want to stay in this ball game. Bourne, the quarterback, receivers left and right of him. Tight end. Now Bourne going to carry, and he may have got a yard. It's close. Good stop there. Dunn in the backfield along with Burhart.
Once again, it's going to be a spot thing.
They're going to look across. They're going to bring in the sticks. Yeah, that was close, Ivan. That's
Yeah, honestly, that on something like that, you got to bring him in. So,
look like they pulled the guard or pulled the tight end to lead Bourne.
I'm just amazed he's walking and running as good as he is for the.
He looked hurt. He looked bad.
He looked like an ACL kind of thing, or didn't he? Because it looked a little worse than a cramp.
Yep. So first down for Hill City, be first and goal at the 7-yard line. We've got 8:10 left in this ball game. 26-18 our score. Trego had just made this a one-score game. Hill City, a great response then with this drive.
Yeah. They didn't look very sharp there for a couple of drives, and they've been right on key here.
Oh, flex bone.
Boy, there's just nobody over there.
Yeah. And there's movement early. We'll move back 5 yards for Hill City.
First and goal from the 12-yard line.
We'll move to the 12-yard line. First and goal for the Ringnecks. Now getting a new play in. That helps out Trego a little bit, moving back.
Sure.
But you're right, the receiver's open. I mean, that's just a simple throw out there. And
well, even just to look him off and look left and turn back right, that guy could go to the corner of the end zone.
See what Hill City does. Bourne brings the Ringnecks to the line of scrimmage at the 12-yard line. Going to fake the throw. Going to throw it over the top of the corner, and he's got his man as close to the goal line.
Great throw.
That's right in between two defenders. That's Bodie McDowell, looks like on the reception again. But, yeah, like you said, Ivan, just a great throw.
Great throw. Really, honestly, you couldn't, as a defender, playing off as far as you are, you can't do a whole lot with that.
Second and goal from the 1-yard line now for Hill City. Looking to answer the touchdown Trego just scored with one of their own. Now flex bone set.
I look for Bourne just to keep it here.
And he's into the end zone. Bourne with the keeper. 1-yard touchdown run by Connor Bourne. And now Hill City able to extend this out. You called it.
Untouched. Just squirted right in there.
He was determined to get in that score for Hill City. So now we're back to a two-possession ball game. 32-18 our score.
6:53 left.
We'll see again if we've got a 2-point conversion. Haven't had one all night.
Oh, he's open.
Throw and found Reynolds in the end zone, and that's going to be a 2-point conversion. Nice throw there by Bourne. And Reynolds with the catch.
Yeah, he looked like he kind of misstepped a little bit. He came across the field on a drag and wide open.
That's been open all night too.
Yeah.
So with that 2-point conversion, Hill City extends their lead 34-18 over Trego. We got 6:53 left in this ball game. And now momentum swinging back in Hill City's way.
Yeah. Here, right now, you got to hope you field it cleanly, get a good return, and get back on the field and try to move it.
Yeah,
Don't get crazy.
Yep.
Looks
like Reynolds is getting stretched out over on the sidelines.
Yeah.
He may have
got a cramp.
A nice job keeping his feet in on that 2-point conversion.
Sure. You would have caught that one too?
Yeah.
Sure?
Oh. Positive.
I love giving Curtis, a little bit of heat up here.
Hamel get ready to tee this off for the Ringnecks at the 30-yard line. Back deep for Trego will be, looks like Hunter Price and Dallas Schneider.
Now they moved their middle guys up a little bit. Remember, these kickoffs have been skipping a little bit, so.
Trego needing a good return here. Hamel with the kick, and it's a
Clean cut catch there.
At the 6-yard line for Price. Price up the middle. He's got some room. Still on his feet, almost up to the 30-yard line. Good return by Price.
Very good. Nice hard run right up the gut. So
you kind of have to be fearless on those and just
hope for the best.
Yeah. So Price with the return to the 28-yard line.
Maybe a crease will open and maybe it won't.
Kobe Schubert back out to lead the Golden Eagles. Able to punch it in last time. Now two receivers to the right of Schubert, one setback is Schneider. Look at the
low
throw.
Snap.
Oh, nice hit out there by Jordan. Just kind of pops off Minson's hands.
A lot
Ball's
of traffic.
Incomplete. Yeah.
A lot of traffic.
Those 2nd down and 10 for Trego. Price coming in with the play. Last drive, they kind of aided a little bit by some of those penalties, but
sure. Yeah, they got to
have to find something here.
Something that's going to work.
Receiver split each way for Schubert. And to give the Snyder up the middle. He's met by Hamel in the backfield and just nowhere to go.
No.
Good job up front. Got a good push.
No movement.
Botello up front. Yeah. Hamel, that slowed down Schneider. Hamel didn't come in and make the tackle.
Just no movement up front. Hill City had 6 guys in the box. And
so 3rd and 12 now for Trego, and 6:15 left in this game. Golden Eagles down by 2 touchdowns. 3rd down and 12. 2 receivers to the right. Schubert out of the gun.
I'd look for Hamel on that right end, just coming around. Nope.
Looking to throw. Had a man picked off by Bodie McDowell. McDowell got to the 20, 15, 10, 5. And Bodie McDowell in with the pick 6. And that may just put the ball game away.
Yeah, I tell you what, he hit the guy in the number.
Yep.
But it bounced off of him and right into his hands. So
yeah, they run a little pick play here on the replay and just bounce out his hands. McDowell able to scoop it up and score. Nice return by McDowell. That's was headed to the right, cut back left, and found the end zone. So
catch and run.
Our score now 40-18, Hill City. They kind of extend their lead here. It was just a 1-score game not too long ago.
Yeah. See what they do here.
This flex bone set, Bourne going to give to Moreno off the left-hand side, and he's across the goal line for the conversion. 2 points then for Moreno, and our score now 42-18. Hill City with the lead, 5:49 left in the ball game.
That just looked too easy.
Yep.
So.
Yep, I think Joaquini may be down a little bit.
Got their dauber down a little bit, and they got back within 1 score, and now they're down 3. Yep. So
5:49 left in our ball game. 42-18 the score. Hill City now with a comfortable lead.
Do-wop, do-wop.
Offsetting personal fouls, though.
I didn't see that. I mean, there must have been some activity once we started talking about it.
Personal foul on the Ringnecks. It will be enforced on kickoff.
Boy, I think the white hat, it's kind of hard to tell which direction he's pointing at.
I don't know. Number 40 came out.
But it was
from Hill City.
A personal foul on Hill City. So it's going to be enforced on the kickoff. Going to be kicking from the 15 now. Well, you can really, maybe not for this game, but for the rest of the season.
Are we sure it wasn't on Trego?
Yeah.
It had to be on Trego.
It had to be.
I see Coach Haxton down here talking to the side judge, so I don't think it was on Hill City.
No. Well, in the white hat, I don't know where he
well, he's kind of threw us off all night long a little bit.
Both directions, but yeah, that was on Trego, and so now kicking from the 35.
That could be just a frustration type, you know, something that somebody.
Yeah, it said something.
Yeah.
And Hamel with the kicks and going to the end zone, going to be a touchback.
Might have tried for a field goal from there. Yeah, that could have been just the frustration, pop off, kind of thing. And I didn't see anything that was out of hand. And most likely it came out of somebody's mouth.
So 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles at the 15-yard line.
Reminder, there is no fifth quarter tonight. No fifth quarter.
5:49 left. 42-18 our score. And just a little bit ago, it was a one-score game, and now Hill City's blown this open.
Yep. Now, but here at Waukene, all you can hope is Trego comes out and still finishes the game here.
Well, it sets you up for the rest of the year. You're able to finish this strong. And
we're only in the second week here, so a little bit of a gut check here. Timeout?
Timeout. Hill City's going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
Thank you, Troy.
You betcha.
Goodbye, Mariah.
Bye.
I have another new patient on the phone, but the schedule is full.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I heard you guys are looking for a new physical therapist.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. As we come back, 5:49 left in this ball game. 42-18 our score. Hill City on top of Trego. Golden Eagles now looking to throw.
They got a guy.
Tight end across the middle. Nice catch by Dunn.
Oh, the ball ripped out.
Jordan able to strip that ball. Now he's got a lot of room on the right-hand side. Jordan going one man to miss, and he's going to scoot in for a touchdown.
Wow.
Another pick six. Or it wasn't a pick six. It was he stripped the tight end.
I think, there could have been a lot of this going on last week with Hill City and Osborne. Stripping the ball instead of making a tackle or reaching in and taking the ball out. Great pass, great catch, but he just reached in and took it out like a loaf of bread. So
nice play by Jordan. The strip and score from about 40 yards out.
That just deflates you.
Yeah. Well, they weren't deflated before. They certainly.
But the pass was completed.
Yeah.
It was, a big guy come down with the ball, and then all of a sudden, the guy comes in and steals your lunch. So.
A 2-point conversion attempt here for Hill City. Born out of the shotgun. Moreno in motion.
Oh.
And give to Hamel, and
Flag.
he's stuffed in the back.
Ball.
Boy, you see Bourne come in there and start to throw some blocks.
Yeah. Well, there's some extra hitting going on right now. Holding.
Holding on the Ringnecks.
Surely going to be declined.
I would suspect.
So 48-18 now.
And
after
we still
that strip and score.
I think only 15 seconds have went off the clock since the last time I looked at it.
5:34 left.
Holy moly.
Man, just back-to-back, just devastating plays on offense.
I can't say it enough. It was a great throw, great catch.
Yeah.
And just came in and took his lunchbox. So.
And the one before was a good throw. Just went off the hands of the receiver, bounced up, and a pick six.
Yep.
Just some tough luck here for the Golden Eagles. And now they find themselves down by 30.
Now, if you're Hill City, do you go for the dagger? Keep playing.
Both teams have got a lot of depth, but
no, keep playing. Don't call the dogs off. Keep going.
Looking for the tee, it looks like. Hamel able to find that. Got a little bit of fog rolling in as well now.
It is foggy. I don't know if I can drive home. We'll let Shauna drive. if I remember right, was that last year or the year before we left the Peaburg game? You guys were in a different car, and you're on your way to Norton instead of Hayes until you corrected her. Am I right about that?
It's something like that.
Yes.
Oh, another kick went right through the wickets of Price.
Oh, it's been a tough night. Been a tough night.
Oh, the 1st and 10 now for Trego at the 15-yard line.
The football do roll funny.
They do.
That's why they're oblong and.
So 1st down and 10, and now Hill City brings in an extra defensive lineman now with a four-man front. Kind of switched between a 3 and a 4-man front all night.
Yeah.
And Schneider with the ball.
Got around the corner.
Left-hand side. And upended across the 30.
Oh, that hurt.
Down. Yeah.
That was a knee to
helmet
head.
to the knee.
Yeah.
It's a good run by Schneider, but
holy Moses.
There on the replay. Just makes a cut to the left-hand side. Got a lot of room out there. And looks like it was Reynolds out there.
Yeah. Instead of making a tackle, chops down the tree right there.
Good enough for 1st down, though, for the Golden Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Little drizzle, little fog here. Trying to end this ball game. Now Schubert, a little broken play, just nowhere to go. And Jace Hamel comes up with the sack, and Schubert down at the 25-yard line. Well, he's trying to do a little play action, but Jace Hamel didn't bite on it and made the sack. It'll be 2nd down and 20.
Yeah, it's. I tell you what, it's kind of just rolling in here. It seems just that mist is getting a little heavier.
Yeah, you
got
can
the
see
fog bowl going on here.
Yeah, you can see it off the lights too.
Yeah.
Yep, it's setting in. So 2nd down, 15 for the Trego Golden Eagles. 48-18 our score. Hill City with the lead.
Oh, he's got
Schneider
open in the open.
The left-hand side.
Oh, nice block.
He gets a block. Snyder to the 30, 20.
Jornigan's right there.
Jornigan to knock him out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Jornigan with a nice pursuit angle.
But there again, he went for the ball.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
You can see the fog coming in on the screen. There.
Here's the replay. He just reaches in for the ball here.
Comes across the field.
Here he comes. And reaches in. Big hit.
Yep, he got the ball, too.
Yeah.
He's out of bounds. 1st and goal for the Golden Eagles at the 10-yard line.
88-76.
Yeah. 48-18 our score. Hill City with the lead. 4:18 left in this ball game. Give the Schneider, and he's met in the backfield. Hamel with a nice tackle.
Right there.
Kind of slipped and
unblocked.
Yeah, that long grass is getting slick.
Yep.
So 2nd and goal from the 11-yard line. Loss of a yard on the play. Snyder's ran tough tonight.
He has. He really has. He was on the sideline here for a while, kind of walking back and forth. He didn't play any defense.
Schubert now, two running backs in the backfield, Benson and Schneider. And the
ball's on the ground.
Fumble, and Benson able to pick that up. But yeah, it's getting slick.
Yeah, they're not going to have us come back to Trego anymore. Last year was a driving rain, and right now it's kind of rolling in like we're on the coast here.
3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the game.
So 3:15 left in the ball game.
Still 3 minutes.
3 minutes. 3rd and goal from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw. Has a man, and it just goes off the hands. And I don't know how you're going to catch that ball if that's coming in like that tonight. 4th and goal now for the Golden Eagles.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the ball game.
Here are some Snapchats coming in at the end of this ball game.
Timeout Trego.
Be a timeout for Trego, but the other Hill City players then on the sidelines, that's up close. And
sorry, I was sending a score. Somebody was asking me.
There's more of
I think
more of some action there going on the field.
Osborne lost tonight to Hoxie. The score I got was 58-20.
There's some play. Even the players are getting involved there with the Hill City. That's a neat one with the camera on the side.
Yeah.
Getting creative tonight, even involving the players. I don't know if the coaches would like that, but. And this is our winner here. Kylie Bleske is the winner.
That's our kid we saw right at the beginning of the game.
My uncle just tackled your brother shirt. This little kid, Kelton is his name. Kelton's uncle is Dylan Dunn. So
all right.
Congratulations, Kylie, on the Snapchat giveaway winner. Thanks for everybody sending those Snapchats in tonight. We had a lot of them.
Hey, that's great, too. That's always a good time.
Getting creative, involving the football players and the cheerleaders. And so we appreciate it. Thanks for sending those in. Keep sending them. We have them every week.
Super fans.
4th and goal from the 13-yard line. And
2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the ball game.
Dealing with the fog moving in.
Yeah. I think Shauna said she was going to break down our equipment tonight, too.
I think I heard that, too.
She's inside here filming with us tonight, so.
Schubert out of shotgun, 2 receivers each way for him. Lone setback is Schneider. Looking to throw.
Oh, he's passing.
Looking at tight end, and it goes off his hands, and Jordan with the interception, and he steps out about at the 14-yard line.
A lot of traffic.
2:42 left, and that was
just a lot of traffic.
That was going to be short anyway. Off the hands of Jordan, or off the hands of Dylan Dunn. Jordan able to pick that off. So Hill City will take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Still got the same personnel in.
Yep. Bourne in at quarterback. Jordan the lone setback. McDowell and Marino the receivers. Give to Jordan off the right-hand side. He's got some room. And tackle brought down there by Hunter Price at the 20-yard line.
7 yards brought down by
about 7 yards on first down.
That'll make it.
Goes 2nd down and 3 for Hill City. 2:20 left in this ball game.
4 for the Ringnecks.
So Hill City's offense continued, kind of picked up from last week.
Got a little sloppy, a little bit in trouble there with a couple of series, but
when it was a 1-score game, though, they responded with 2 straight touchdowns and then a couple defensive touchdowns.
Yeah.
Bourne under pressure now, escapes to the left and is brought down at the 21-yard line. Maybe give him a yard on the play.
You know, I'm just kind of surprised there, with a minute 45. You're down to your second quarterback already.
And he's been dinged up.
Yeah. Just a couple of snaps here,
Yeah, it's wet.
The mist is getting heavier, so.
Yeah. And now the flex bone set, Bourne, the quarterback. And got to keep it off the right-hand side. Lowers his shoulder and gets the first down. Was met about the 25-yard line, but just lowered his shoulder and got that first down. It's about a 5-yard pickup.
Nice hard run.
Be enough for a first down here.
1:19 left.
Yeah, I think Joaquini's got two timeouts, but I don't think they're going to call him. You can probably take a knee and get out of here.
I wouldn't think so. They're talking to the white hat like, give me a – tell me when it's going to go.
Board out of the shotgun. Taking their time to bring that down. Now Jornigan with the carry on the left hand side. Got some room. Crossed the 30 up to the 40.
Ooh.
Brought down. That was pretty high tackle there.
Yes, it was.
Will be long enough for a first down.
Another first down for Hill City. Gets knocked out at the 36-yard line.
Kind of wrap around the neck there, and
close to like a horse collar.
Yeah. So, I mean, is it worth it right now?
Yeah.
Less than 45 seconds left here. Heavy miss.
Yeah. I'm sure Joaquini won't take their timeouts if you take a knee.
He's working the clock, trying to let it run as much as they can.
And to give the Jordan off the right-hand side, strung out nicely. Still on his feet, breaking some tackles. Jordan running tough there. Maybe got 10 yards on the play.
And 40 on Hill City, just waylaid Schneider for being kind of
I don't think they
spectator.
liked it. They did not. I don't think there was some words may have been said. Looked like that.
Schneider took a jack right there.
So down to 15 seconds left.
That teaches you a lesson. Just don't be a spectator.
So down to 5-4. They're going to take the snap maybe? Or
they're going to take it.
Right as the game ends. Moreno with the carry loses a couple yards on the play. So that'll do it for us for this ball game here. 48-18 our score. We'll take a quick break here, come back. We'll summarize the game and look at some scores around the area. So you're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is a preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Seems like the world is always changing. And like the weather in Kansas, change is inevitable. Mobile technology improves the lives of everyone, not just those living in a city. Nex-Tech Wireless is right there with you, providing expanded LTE coverage for everything from phones to farm equipment. We are devoted to help Kansas work smarter and live better. Nex-Tech Wireless. Time for something different. Today, get 4 iPhones and unlimited data for less than $40 a line.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
Jake and Chet's Cafe, Earl Liquor, Joaquini Animal Hospital, and MCM Manufacturing are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Trego students and athletes. We hope this school year is the best ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Sheer Designs, Pit Road Liquor, and Professional Fire Equipment, backing the Trego Golden Eagles all season long.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited.
screen.
But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. We are coming to you live here tonight from Waukene, where our game between the Hill City Ringnecks and the Trego Golden Eagles has ended. Hill City with a 48-18 victory over Waukene tonight. And the game was close, Ivan. Even though it was a 30-point spread there at the end, it was a one-score game going into the fourth quarter.
And that's the thing that's kind of misleading for it, but Hill City kind of regrouped after a couple of series of not looking very good and regrouped and just really dominated from that point on. But then also, too, there was a couple of completed plays, pass plays, and those kinds of things where the ball was stripped out and Hill City just put the throttle to it. So,
yeah, and on the night, Connor Bourne, 3 touchdowns. He threw for 2, ran for 1. Brody McDowell with 3 scores, and Dalen Jordan with 3 scores. 2 on the run. He ran 1 fumble return for a touchdown. McDowell had an interception return for a touchdown and 2 touchdown receptions. So
sure.
Kobe Schubert came in as a backup quarterback. Right. He scored 2 touchdowns.
He did a great job, for coming cold
Yep.
off the bench and those kinds of things. And we're not sure whatever happened to the other Schubert.
Right.
But he was down there holding his arm, so I don't know if it's shoulder or whatever.
Kobe came in, scored 2 touchdowns, threw for 1, ran for 1, but not enough. They got within 1 score, but Hill City able to pull away at the end. The score 48-18. Let's take a look at the Nex-Tech wireless scoreboard. We've got Russell with a big win over La Crosse, 50-12.
I'll tell you what, that's a big win.
Yeah.
Russell with a new coach again.
Yeah, Phillipsburg with a comfortable
dominating
win, 31-3. Smith Center again blanks another opponent, 40-0 this time over Norton. Minneapolis with a close game over Sacred Heart. Rollins County, Quinter about had them, right? 50-44.
I wonder if Mater's still playing over there.
I don't know.
But
close. Quinter is on a long losing streak.
44 points. You got to give it to him.
Yeah.
I mean, really, honestly. How many times were we there? For a couple of years, and it was pretty tough over there. So
things starting to turn around.
Maybe got an upswing going on over there.
Hoxie with a big win over Osborne, 52-20, and Central Plains another big
all over
contest,
Victoria,
32-8 over Victoria. Dodge City with a win, 27-17. Valley Center with the win over Garden City, 41-20. Logan Palco with a big victory over Wheatland Grinnell, 50-18. TMP gets their first win of the ball.
New coach there as well.
14-7. Tough, low-scoring game. Great Bend able to come back with the win over Hayes
High.
15-7.
And you and I both know that's a tough place to go and play. Checkers game is tough to go down there and play. So,
well, we'll have Hayes High next week.
Hey, I'm excited about it. We're going to see Hayes High and Liberal next week down at Lewisfield Stadium. So
should be a good one. Good old-fashioned whack contest there. Natoma with the win over Fowler, 60-51, and Golden Plains victorious
6-man football there
over Moscow, 53-25. So next week, Ivan will be in Hayes, Lewisfield.
I'm excited.
Hayes High and Liberal. So a good, imagine a good old whack battle for sure.
Honestly, it'll be great, and it'll be exciting. In Lewisfield, it's just a great place to be, and it'll be really good.
Hayes High with a good showing tonight. There should be some excitement. There's already some excitement around the program.
Tony Crow will do a great job. It's just going to take a little time to get the system going and those kinds of things. And they got great numbers. I think they got 75 kids out. So
Hill City tonight, 30-point win, 48-18 over Hill City. So thanks for tuning in. You've been watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
Nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to Nex-Tech Game Time. Game Time is brought to you in part by Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Mapes & Miller LLP, Hayes Recreation Commission, Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, J-Corp, Redeem Design, Solutions North Bank, and Nex-Tech Wireless. Catch all the action live on Friday nights at 6:45 on Nex-Tech Local 1 and nextech.com. Your home for high school football is Nex-Tech Game Time.